flamingo. The flamingo is a common visitor on Curaçao, and you can usually spot them at the salt flats of Yontil, Yonkok, or the Salinia of Saint Michiel.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
We're not unmuted. Okay, hello?
Hello. Whoop. Hello.
Is anyone out there?
Welcome to the stream.
Is my mic on? I can't tell.
I see one mic on from here.
I see one mic. That's okay, I think we'll be fine. There we go.
There we go. Welcome
Hi.
to the Fanta stream.
How's it going?
Any gamers in the chat?
We got a lot of Fanta. Like a lot.
Oh, too much Fanta.
Jamie, do you wanna pull up that list? You wanna pull up that list? Yeah, Jamie, pull that shit up. Jamie, pull up that list.
Now, some of you may be thinking, wow, this is a lot of Fanta.
You haven't seen half of it.
This isn't even the Fanta we're gonna drink. This is just the little bit of Fanta that we have as set dressing.
This is auxiliary Fanta.
This is our extra Fanta. We got Fanta on Fanta.
Like a lot of fucking Fanta.
So much Fanta. 14 different countries, in fact, from 4 different continents, all with different recipes, and we're gonna taste test them all and see how this goes.
Probably regret it.
Oh yeah, my stomach is absolutely gonna regret it, but you know, it's worth it. It's absolutely worth it.
All in the name of Fanta.
In the name of Fanta.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go.
Where are we starting with, Mr. Christian? Marie, can you pull up our list here, our tier list?
Your tier list. Alright. Is it this one? Is this what you want?
No, I think it's the one below that. Oh, that one actually. Yeah, give us our infographics. That's great.
Okay. We are gonna be breaking down these 14 different Fantas by flavor and taste, of course, but we're also going to look at some stats, its sugar content, its caloric value, see how those stack up. You know, we're taking a very scientific approach here. It's like this is peak science, you know. So we're going to do everything right, and we're going to know truly which one is the best Fanta in the world. Asterisks of the 14 countries we're going to try. So, let's get started with Canada.
Whoa. Yeah.
Hold that up here. We figure Canada will be a good baseline country to start with, so we can, you know, go from here, start from here. A little bit of extra information for our Fanta enjoyers in chat. If we notice here, I assume most of our viewers are Canadian. If you look at Fanta in Canada, it actually has a little Minute Maid logo on it, which means that this Fanta is made from real orange juice, which is actually not something that can be said for most Fantas in the world. Whether that makes it better or worse, we'll see, but it's got oranges in it. As for sugar and calories, Canada falls kind of in the middle, maybe around 60% up the chain. So about, you know, a little more than half of the countries have less sugar and less calories than it. So, not sure how much that's going to impact the flavor yet, but let's get started with some pours.
Will you pour that? I'm just gonna quickly get some.
Yep. So we've got 5 expert taste testers here, 4 and then me. And we're gonna test these out. So let's get started with the first pour. Let's get some help.
Oh!
We've got our waiter team here to help us with the pours. Our Fantamaliers.
Let's introduce
Our 2 waiters for the night. Mr. Ruben Harrison.
Hello.
And
Hi.
Winga Breen. Okay. Expert taste testers, and they're gonna help serve us our Fanta too.
I'm definitely gonna mess this up.
It's fine.
I'm gonna pour this all over the desk.
Okay, let me hold this up.
Yeah.
There it
I
is.
think
the
that's
first pour.
Wow.
Beautiful.
That looks so good.
You may be thinking,
Anna, would you like to do the next one?
Okay.
that's probably enough. Let's maybe do them a little smaller.
Okay, I'll try to do less.
Our viewers may be thinking, 14 2-liter bottles, that's too much Fanta. And you would be right. That's why we tried our best to buy only as much as we need to reduce waste and be, stewards of the environment. That's why only 4 of our countries are using 2-liter bottles, and the rest we have smaller cans or bottles as needed, so we're not wasting plastic. All right, so let's get started here.
Thank you.
Maria, that's yours there.
Thank you, sir.
All
Are
right.
we judging on so?
Well,
Can we go off our metrics again?
yeah, so metrics. Sugar is basically in the middle, but about 60th percentile. Same with calories. So it's sort of in the middle in terms of those, so we don't really know how that falls in. Taste-wise, we're looking for sweetness, acidity, bitterness, the sort of mouthfeel.
Definitely.
Are we gonna
do
very
a little aroma?
Absolutely.
Are we gonna do a
Waft,
sniff,
waft?
waft it?
It smells like oranges.
It smells like oranges.
That smells like oranges.
Mm.
Not to be crazy, it smells like carbonation.
It does.
You should do that in the mic.
Yeah.
Nice. I shot that in the back of my throat.
Okay.
All right, off the bat, it tastes like oranges. Now, for many of our Canadian viewers, this is going to be the Fanta that we're most used to and that we've drinking the most in our life. So it's very familiar.
This is definitely what
This
I
is-
think of.
This is definitely baseline Fanta.
Yeah.
Couple things to note. It doesn't have much of like that acidic bite that a lot of, from prior experience that we're going to see in some future Fantas that Fantas from other parts of the world are going to have. So it's a lot sweeter, more of a round flavor, much more of like an orange soda from like an American type drink than like an Orangina from Europe.
Interesting.
So I think, preferences aside, if you prefer that sort of thing, this might be more your vibe.
It's very simple. It's normal.
It is a bit
Well,
creamy.
well,
That's
creamy.
a good way to say
Yeah.
it. It goes well with an ice cream.
It's like similar to creamsicle flavors.
Absolutely.
You
Absolutely.
definitely get a lot of like sweetness out of it.
Yeah,
Very sugary.
Very sugary.
We've decided ahead of time that this is going to be our baseline flavor, so we're just going to automatically set it to C tier. That might be a bit low, that might be a bit high, we're going to see, but we're going to try and put it a little bit in the middle towards the bottom, and we're going to base everything to either be better or worse than this one. And we're going to go from there. Thank you. Oh, we need a ball opener.
Ah. Oh, I don't have my keys on me.
I got it. It's okay.
All right. Now, for our second Fanta, we have one that is very exciting, and I already know it to be one of my favorite Fantas. And sorry, I'm digging through the fridge here. From a country that's well known for its fantastic sugary sodas, hence one of the highest obesity rates in the world. But that must mean its soda is absolutely delicious. And of course, I'm talking about Mexico. The great
Wow.
nation of Mexico. Fantastic drinks. Right off the bat, let's compare this to Canadian Fanta here. Can you pass me the bottle, please, Anna? Of the Canadian Fanta. Thank you very much. Now,
Look at the color difference right there.
absolutely, there is a color difference. How would you describe it, Crawford?
I'd say the Canadian Fanta is almost a little more desaturated.
Mm-hmm.
The Mexican Fanta gives us a far warmer, more vibrant color.
It's definitely very neon.
Yeah,
I would-
I definitely get. I see that for sure.
So yeah, Mexican Fanta, very neon, very sweet. So when we look at our calories and our sugar, Maria, could you please pull up the graphs? Thank you very much. So for sugars, Mexico is the second highest in sugars of all of the drinks we're going to try today. Furthermore, Mexican Fanta, if we look at our recipes, at our ingredients here, where does it say here? Something that Mexican sodas are well known for is their use of cane sugar, as opposed to corn syrup or other types of white processed sugar used by most sodas around the world. So it gives it a different sort of sweetness, much more bold, much more flavorful. So let's see how this stacks up. All right, let's pull out some glasses here and get our expert team of Fantamaliers to pour us some drinks. That was too many. That's a great word, right? I made up.
That is
I
pretty
came
good.
up with that.
You made that up? That sounded real.
I thought that was
That
a real
sounds-
yeah.
girl.
Like sommelier, but for Fanta.
That's so
Do
genius.
you want to crack it?
Yeah, I'll crack it.
Thank you very much, Mr. Harrison.
Put the mic. Put the,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Is it on camera?
Yeah.
Put the mic up.
Put the mic. Put the mic.
Oh,
Wow.
Beautiful. Now, while Mr. Harrison is pouring here, I would like to point out that the
Wow,
bottle.
look at the color.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Beautiful.
The bottle of the Mexican Fanta is just phenomenal. Obviously, this doesn't really go much for taste, but there is something special about drinking from a glass bottle that I really think makes a big difference in the experience of drinking it. And it really elevates the flavor, you know. You feel the coldness. It holds it much better than a plastic bottle. It's beautiful. I always like to keep my Mexican soda bottles for a while, just because they're so beautiful. All right, so let's put this off to the side here, so we don't spill
Alright,
anything.
this one's for you. And bottoms up.
Roast.
Cheers.
It's necessary.
It does have a very similar aroma.
Mhm.
It's less sour.
It tastes different.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Definitely tastes different.
I think it's definitely the cane sugar makes a
I
difference.
agree.
It's the cane sugar. Absolutely.
Cane sugar. It's
Cover-
flatter too.
It's
But
good.
That could be just the.
That may have been shelf life.
Yeah.
No, like it's not like that long, but you know, if it stayed, you know, by the time it gets imported and it gets to the international grocery where I bought it from, it may have been a bit flatter, but the taste is, it's sweeter.
The creaminess is still there.
It's definitely sweeter.
Yeah.
It's a bit of an aftertaste, and it tastes thinner.
No, that's
I know,
fair,
I know
yeah.
exact. I'm gonna need a little bit more to pull out some more tasting notes. Does anyone need some more too?
Gotta cover all 9,000 taste buds.
I'll need a little bit more.
Alright. Let's
Thank
only
you.
drink as
I
much
need
as
to-
we need to taste
I
it.
need to do a little sniff.
Yeah. Let's try to not overdrink because we're gonna be doing a lot of sugar intake in the next hour or so.
Wasted.
That's
So
good.
save some if you need. It is thinner.
It is
Yeah,
thinner.
it's
Ria's
thinner.
so right.
You're absolutely right. The mouth feels very different. I don't think it doesn't dry your mouth out the same way the Canadian was, and I think that's a result of it being less sour and more sweet.
Mhm.
It's
Um,
definitely less sour.
It's delicious though. Anyone else? Any thoughts?
I think that's a solid like A tier in my book. I think.
I'm gonna have to agree with you. I wonder if this was later in the list, if I might go for S tier. Maybe we can
And
revisit it.
we can always
We
revisit.
can
yeah.
revisit, but this is fantastic.
That's really
that's
good.
wonderful.
Personally, for me, keep it at the A tier. But for me personally, I would put it at B just because I love carbonation so much.
That's a
But
fair
that's
point.
not the fault of the Mexican
Mm.
bottle. It's the fault of whatever. Just you're not having fizz anymore.
I will note this
Like, I'm
one
sure
was
it's really good when it's fizzy.
this one was bottled in 2019, so it's been 2 years.
Yeah.
So, it's not obviously it hasn't gone bad. Like it's,
No, it tastes great.
but but there's definitely been a little time for that carbonation to come out, especially with the glass bottle in the way that it won't come out of a can as easily. But yeah, solid A tier. Is our thing updated?
It's good.
Yes.
Alright.
Thank you, Maria.
That's Mexico, right?
That was
That was
Mexico.
Okay.
All right. Wow, how many? We got 9 viewers. Thank
Oh
you
my
guys
gosh,
for
yeah,
sticking
thank you-
around.
Thank you so much.
Really appreciate it. There's some chatters. All of you are dressed up like you're about to drop the hardest Shark Tank pitch of all time.
Who said that?
Look,
What's
if
the pitch?
It's a classy event, man.
It's a classy event. if you know, what's the guy's name? The guy's whose wife may or may not have hit someone on your boat while drunk boating.
Oh, Kevin O'Leary.
Kevin O'Reilly. If you want to, you know, send me a couple mil to make a business out of this, I won't take your money because I don't like you. But
Period.
if someone else does, I'll take it. What are the Guru? Why does everyone look so sexy? Thank you very much. Mouthfeel.
Like that.
It's so
Dingus,
good.
that's
this
the
is
answer.
peak content. Thank you, Dingus 989.
I bet that's Ryan.
I don't know who this is, but I
I think
appreciate
that's
I
Alex.
appreciate how kind you are.
What's up, Alex?
Alex.
Yeah.
Fazraz, absolutely, yeah. Mexico, I know you have a particular affinity for that country. We'll revisit at the end, but I'm glad. Thank you for showing your support. Nick games, oh man. I'm not gonna say that other comment.
Okay, what country's next?
Country is next. What do we have next? So, Haley, we're gonna start making our way across the ocean to our second continent, to the great land across the pond of Britain.
British people.
We're gonna.
It's land. It may not be that great, and you gotta make sure to put the people in quotation marks when referring to them.
England.
65p for that.
I will tell you, I did not pay 65 pence for this. I paid about 3 times that. Thank you, import costs. But shout out the little old British shop in Shakespeare, Ontario. Great stuff.
Let's go.
It only took about a 20-minute drive to go get it. You know, hopefully it was worth it. Yeah, see, I paid $1.95 for this, which isn't bad, actually, for an imported can of pop. I've realized, I've learned imported pop is expensive. You know, you don't feel it when you buy it once at a restaurant when you're out, but when you buy, I spent a little over $100 on this. A bit more than I should have. But, you know, absolutely worth it. Let's get a crack up in here. Not that type of crack.
Wait.
Oh!
Nice.
Oh, that was juicy.
That was a good one. Who would like to do the pour?
You could do it pour.
I'll do a
I'm a
pour.
little scared to pour from the can.
Oh, that's so
Oh.
yellow. Oh my
It's
gosh.
So yellow. Whoa.
What did
Wait,
they
you still have
do?
Mexican one? Let's compare.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's compare colors.
That's I'll bring it over. It's on the side there. Oh, Maria has one there.
Drew. Let's hold them up, David.
All right.
Yeah.
Anna, can you hold them up to the camera, please? Thank you very much.
A little lower, a little back, a little back. Look at that.
Yeah, you can clearly see the color difference there.
Clearly. Now, I've heard a lot about the differences between British Fanta and a lot of different Fantas across the world. British people pride themselves in using a completely different recipe. And if color is our main target here, I have to agree with them. It's completely different color. The amount of bubbles is incredible. There's a lot of carbonation.
A lot of
in it.
carbonation there.
For a similarly aged can, when was this one canned? 2017.
Oh,
So for this to hold the carbonation like
I
that
mean, you
for
have
4
to
years.
give props to the ingenious design of the aluminum beverage can.
Yes. Invented by a British person, right?
Was it? I believe so.
I believe so, yes.
Why is this his color?
Why is it piss colored?
Because
British
it's
people.
British. Alright. I hope it's...
Take the piss, bro.
Cheers.
everybody.
Cheers.
That does taste way different.
Well,
It's a completely different drink.
It's so
it's
sour.
tangier. It's
Yeah.
like
Wait.
It's so sour.
It almost has a grapefruit taste to it.
Yeah, no,
It does. It
Yes.
tastes. Yeah.
It's completely different.
that's not orange flavored.
Oh my. There isn't. Wait. It tastes like stevia. Is there stevia?
Yes. Let me take a look here.
It tastes like stevia. I hate stevia.
It's like sweeter and sour. Like more
Yeah.
sour than the last two. It's like the last two had a baby.
I get like
Yeah.
almost
And
like
this is the baby
Fresca.
Yeah.
Yes.
There might
Yeah.
not be stevia, but it tastes like it to me.
So the sweeteners used are acesulfame, K, and sucralose.
Okay.
But there is also malic acid, guar gum, natural orange flavors. So yeah, no stevia, I don't think. However, it's not even close. It's a completely different taste. This is much more of like a lemon drink. Citrus
Yeah.
influence
I like
of lemon.
Orangina.
Much more like Orangina.
Don't like this.
I have to agree.
No,
This is wonk.
Yeah,
It's weird.
it is weird.
Objectively, in my opinion.
Look.
This is easier.
The expert taste testers said it themselves, and I'm gonna have to agree with
This
them.
isn't hardly even Fanta at this point.
It's
really
not.
not.
It's not Fanta. I'm sorry, British
Respect.
people. Hopefully, there's no British people in
British
the chat.
People.
Yeah.
People.
Don't forget the quotes.
I'm saying that as a British person, please. Okay.
Yeah, very different. I am slightly relieved. 3 drinks in that we've been able to get this much variety in our drinks. I'm glad to know that this whole event will not be a waste. One thing I forgot to mention regarding England, which I think might explain the taste and why people dislike it so much. England ranks second in terms of the amount of sugar used, as in second worst. They use the least amount of sugar, and it's the least amount of calories. And
Healthiness is like it doesn't equate to a good beverage.
It doesn't.
So true.
I will also add, however, that as many people may know, this is a bit of classic pop knowledge, that when people directly taste test Pepsi and Coke, Pepsi almost always wins because Pepsi has more of that immediate sugarness. So when you're only having a small sip of each, people tend to gravitate towards the Pepsi. And I think we're having a little bit of that effect here. We're only having a small sip, so it'd be like, it's not very good. But if you're having a whole glass, especially with a meal, there may be something to be said about having a less sweet drink. So I wonder how much that's playing into this. That being said,
Objectively, in my opinion, it sucks.
yeah, it does suck.
And I would like to say the taste is still in my mouth. And I
Me
don't
too.
like it.
Yeah,
I'd like to move
no.
on.
Move on.
Get this British.
Where are we going to next, Mr. Christian?
We are going across the North Sea, across the Channel, to
Denmark.
Denmark.
The
Now-
Danes.
Denmark, the great nation of Denmark. I visited Denmark about, 8 years ago. It's a beautiful country, spent a lot of time there, and I did drink a lot of Fanta. I ate so much candy on my trip to Denmark, it was kind of obscene. It was expensive. Candy is very expensive in Denmark. I mean, I was 13, so I wasn't really the one paying for it, but I still was, cognizant of the price. So, interesting notes. I just want to, add a little bit of context here. This is the only Fanta I have whose canning location and nationality is slightly ambiguous, because almost all of the other Fantas are very clearly being sold in the country and being bottled in that same country, with the exception of this one. So this is the labels all in Danish. It says Fanta.dk, which is the Denmark domain, top level domain. However, the address listed for customer support and information is Coca-Cola Germany, and then gives the address in Berlin. So I am wondering, I wasn't able to get my hands on German Coca-Cola, German Fanta that is, but I do suspect, although this was impossible to verify because Coca-Cola does not list their factories online in any reasonable method that I was able to obtain, that this will be the same Fanta that would be served in Germany. If anyone knows otherwise, please let me know.
Any Fanta connoisseurs in the chat?
If there's any
Any
Fanta,
Fanta connoisseurs, please drop a message. You can hit my inbox, direct message me on Discord or on Twitch.
yeah.
Please, we'd love to know.
Yeah, but so that being said, let's get started. Let's look at the difference here. Denmark ranks 5th in sugar and 6th in calories, so it's a little bit towards the bottom, so closer to England. It's sweeter than England, but less sweet than Canada and Mexico by quite some margin. So we're gonna see how big of a difference that makes. Anyone want to crack it open? Do you want
I
to
think
do it again?
I'd love to do a little crack here.
Let's do a little crack.
Ooh! Look at that.
Small thing. I think the sound was different than the English one. It's less carbonated. Was that just me?
Let's see when we pour it. But
Yeah.
Let's do a little flippage here. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, but that color is different
That
too.
is color. That's fine. I was expecting this. I was prepared for this to happen.
Thank goodness.
Oh, this is England?
That's in wood.
Oh, Maria's keeping a.
Mixed up with Fanta.
Okay, you hold
So-
up Denmark, I'll hold up England and Mexico.
Sure. So Denmark in the middle here.
Yeah.
You can clearly see it's similar to England, but it has a lot more saturation to it. It's
brighter.
far
It's
yellower.
definitely brighter.
Um,
England's is almost green in comparison.
Yeah, it's pale, whereas Denmark definitely retains that vibrance.
It's so crazy compared to Mexico.
The Danish one almost looks like pineapple juice. Like that's the
Yeah.
color.
Yeah.
It doesn't
Yeah.
really look like a citrus juice. Smell. It doesn't have the same orange smell as the Canadian one.
No, it definitely does resemble England. I think
Yeah.
a little bit in that almost
More
like
of an organic-
ambiguously.
organic
Definitely,
citrus.
definitely more of an orangina.
I like that.
I like it.
Me
Yeah.
too.
Better than
Very
England.
carbonated.
It's
Yeah,
very
I
carbonated.
love that.
So, you know,
It's definitely tangier.
definitely tangier.
It's like England's, but without the gross aftertaste.
Yes,
That's nice.
I think that's a good way of putting it.
I like that a lot. I still get that almost like grapefruity, like
Yeah,
vaguely citrusy,
Mm-hmm.
like
but it's definitely done way better than it was with Great Britain.
yeah, a bitter, but not in a bad way.
Yeah.
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 This is Denmark. I think this is a solid B tier.
That
I don't quite like it as much as you want it. You like this A
I
tier?
would feel like this is A tier too.
Okay,
I think
let's go with A tier.
okay.
We can come back to it too.
It's
Yeah.
a completely different drink than Mexico,
That's very
but
true.
they're both very enjoyable. I think Mexico is very sweet, but this I feel like would be delicious with a big heavy meal, refreshing on a summer day.
Yeah.
Where especially sometimes you don't want something super sugary.
This is almost like a limonada.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's definitely more of a limonada.
Wow.
It's refreshing. It's good.
Where do we actually put the cans?
I'm stacking them over here.
Britain is actually awful. No offense.
Yeah,
Offense, actually. British derogatory.
yeah. All right.
Sir.
Oh, we lost our camera there. It'll be back momentarily. Oh, it should be back in a second.
Oh, what happened? How are we for doing?
There we go. We're
Thank you
okay.
for bearing with
We've
us.
recovered.
Thank you for bearing with us. Let's take this time to take a look at the chat.
How the
You want
chat
to
is doing.
keep the chat over here on the table?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to take some time to thank everybody for coming around.
A lot of viewers out here.
Yeah,
Really
appreciate it
appreciate
a bunch.
Comment, like, and subscribe. Drop your Twitch primes and your bits and whatever
Drop
people
the
do.
primes, everybody.
No, it's free.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's free.
That's crazy.
It's literally free, or so I'm told.
And you might not even know that you have it.
You might not even know that. Yeah. You might not
Wait,
even know that you
so
have
you're
it.
telling me that if I have my Twitch account linked with Amazon Prime, that means that I can subscribe for free using Twitch Prime, and it takes money out of Jeff Bezos' pocket? That's insane.
It's literally free.
It's literally free.
Literally
stealing
free.
money from him.
That's insane.
Stealing money from Jeff Bezos.
Guys, you should definitely check if
always
you have your
ethically
Twitch Prime.
Mm-hmm.
And hey, you don't have to use it on me, but you should use it on someone. Because if you don't, that's just wasted money.
But you
you
should
know?
definitely use it on Crawford.
You should definitely.
But you should definitely use it on Crawford.
You don't have to, but you should. Yeah, you mean it'd be kind of nice if you did.
You get some cool,
Cool.
Yeah, you get access to our emotes, included one animated emote, I believe.
No way.
Whoa.
Someone drop one of those animated emotes in the chat.
Thank you very
I
much.
don't think I can. But
No.
okay.
My.
Whoa, Christian's not subscribed.
It's fine.
This is my first foray into the Twitch universe. Thank you everyone for joining me along the ride. If enough of you drop your Twitch primes, maybe I'll drop out of school. Alright, let's use this little interlude. Someone may notice these impressive
self-promotion?
little self-promotion. I'm not even selling these, I'm just proud of myself. These are pickled these are pickled oranges.
Explain to the people what a pickled orange is, please.
It's like a pickle, but instead of a cucumber, it's an orange.
Is it sour?
I have no idea. I have never tried it. I made it the other week. I gotta let them sit for a month or so. Maybe we'll have
Why
some
did
when we
this
open
come to
it.
be? I forget why this came to be.
Because
Who
we
said
have
pickled
rotting
orange?
oranges.
We had way too many oranges.
Someone said pickled orange.
No,
I-
it's 'cause you
I-
saw them in
I-
the store.
I
and
found them
tried
at a store,
Just found them at a store.
and I figured, you know, why not? So,
Twitch user comes to our ass. Is that how Fanta's made?
I don't think so.
We should juice them
no,
and then carbonate
it's
it.
not how
I
Fanta's
really
made.
hope not.
One way I know specifically that this is not how Fanta is made is that almost every single variety of Fanta around the world does not actually have oranges in it. I'm sorry to break it to you. Canada and possibly Japan are the only two, if I remember Japanese laws correctly regarding naming fruits.
I thought
naming
you
fruit
learned
products.
Japanese for this.
I didn't
I
have
had
the
my
time.
hopes up.
I spent too much time going to every single international food store I could think of. Speaking of which, I got all of these in KW. So for most of our local viewers, who I assume are most of you, every single one of these is within 20 minutes of where you live. Driving distance. I didn't order any of these online. It took months of trying every single store, getting to know the owners, asking when their shipments are coming in. That's a lie, I only asked one. But I did try all the stores many times because, you know, their suppliers change, they import random stuff. They don't really pay attention to where it's coming from, especially the European ones. They sort of just get whatever they get in terms of the, especially Eastern European ones. So sometimes it was just trying and trying again, and every now and then you'd find a different variety, and I just pick it up when I could. But it's very exciting. So if any of you would love to try one of these ones, you know, drop it in the chat, and I'll let you know exactly which Canadian local KW establishment I bought it from, and you can feel free to go support some local businesses and pick up some Fanta of your own.
Support Coca-Cola. We're fun.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah,
But
fun.
you're supporting local businesses.
True.
Every single one of these was bought from a small business in KW. Nothing was from any large superstores. It's really invigorating for the local economy.
Hell yeah.
All right, let's move on to our first installment of Eastern European Fanta. Now, as some of you may know, Fanta is incredibly popular in Eastern Europe, particularly former Eastern Bloc countries. And we're going to get started today with Poland. All right, so Poland, out of the Eastern European countries, Poland is probably the easiest to find on a regular basis. This is the one that I would generally find repeats of a lot. So I'd walk into a store, look for the Fanta, I'd see it, I'd get excited, turn the bottle over, it's Poland. So, sorry any Poles in the chat, but I've been disappointed by Poland a couple times in the last couple months.
The bottle is very
The
neat.
bottle is very cool. Here, let's take a
Let's take a close-up look on the bottle. I actually have a couple cans of Polish Fanta as well, but I decided to use the bottle today because it's fresher and it's got a
great new logo. I believe this
Logo
was
is
for
nice.
Halloween. I believe this was a Halloween themed Fanta bottle.
Cool.
We're actually going to see this concept art on a Macedonian can later in the stream. But spoilers.
Right away, just from first glance, we can definitely see the difference in color. Like once again, like it seems as though we are ranging quite significantly in our colors here.
The whole spectrum of orange.
Yeah.
All the oranges. And most of them aren't made with oranges.
Great.
No.
Can't believe this.
Part of me does regret that I was only able to find cans of a lot of these countries because bottles would have been a lot easier to compare color. But, it is what it is. He's one of our expert Fantamaliers. Please help us out with some pours here.
What would you like to pour?
Thank you. Much appreciated, Ruben.
Thank you so much.
Let's get a little.
Okay,
The
okay.
longest.
It's really drawn out.
Not a lot of carbonation. So
Not a lot of
not a lot
carbonation.
bubbles.
This one's a little more opaque than
Yeah.
some of the other ones.
True.
And it definitely lacks the carbonation.
It looks almost flat.
Yeah.
The English one was more opaque.
Was it?
Yeah.
It was, yeah.
Yeah. Let's see if we can get that on the camera. Right? Can you hold that up, please?
That's England.
Yeah.
England versus Poland here.
England is a lot yellower.
Here's
Oh, the carbonation is more fine, it looks like.
Denmark.
Yeah.
So Denmark is a lot more clear. I think that's something I hadn't considered a lot. I hadn't considered that the clarity would vary
So much between different countries. But Denmark, you could see through Denmark. You cannot see through Poland. I'm going to refrain from making an Iron Curtain joke there. But yeah, definitely a different level of carbonation. Smaller bubbles. There still are bubbles, but
It's just very fine.
it's very fine. Let me see how that affects the taste of the
I
mouth.
feel like it has less of a smell. I feel like the other ones I didn't have to sniff as hard.
Yeah.
That's
This
not
is my
great.
least favorite one.
Why is it like that?
This is awful.
Yeah, I'm not.
This is bad.
This is bad.
It's like the aftertaste on the British one, but immediately.
Yes.
Yeah, it kind of feels like sewage.
Well.
No, the British one is worse.
The British
Wait,
one's
you
still
just
worse.
tried the British
I
one?
just
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
It's worse.
I'm sorry to the people from the great nation of Poland. I know you have suffered a lot, but I'm not gonna lie, your Fanta's not great.
It's not. It's really not.
It's much more like acrid. Like it has a sort of
It is acrid.
like it tastes like a bad wine almost.
I'm gonna go drink a lot of water right now.
Yeah, me too.
Like it's drying my mouth and it's dehydrating me.
Here, let
And
me
it
let
doesn't
me
taste good.
let me rinse out here.
Yeah, no, it's not good.
It's
Yeah, would not recommend.
like if I ordered that at a restaurant, I would be disappointed.
I would absolutely disappoint
Yeah,
you.
it's time for a little
Don't worry, I only
bed
paid
washing.
$3 for this,
It says $1.99 on it.
says
Oh,
$2.99.
$2.99. Oh,
and then another
bastards.
$4 for the other cans I have.
Oh,
$2
the
each.
bowl. Oh, we have to drink.
Oh,
You know, I will eventually. I feel like I won't notice it as much when I'm having it with food.
Probably not.
But
Are we all in agreement that it's bottom tier?
it's bottom
That's
tier.
bottom.
It's bottom tier. I'm
Put it-
sorry.
Put it with the Brits.
Worse or better than
Worse.
Worse.
worse? I agree. Worse.
Same level.
Objectively, in your opinion.
Objectively, in my opinion, definitely worse.
Still finished it because, you know, I'm dedicated to my craft. I'm gonna close this bottle tightly. The nice thing about the bottles with lids is that I don't have to immediately drink this like all the cans I'm gonna have to. I'm not gonna be able to sleep tonight.
Alex is gonna lose carbonation. There's no carbonation.
That's true. That's true.
So I'm gonna go flat. It's
Yeah.
already flat.
All right, let's take a look here if we can explain how awful Poland is. If we take a look at our charts, Mary, if you could be so kind as to pull up either one of them, it doesn't matter. If we take a look at our calories charts here, Poland ranks second, so the lowest calories, and later we'll notice that it actually ranks third in terms of sugar. So it has almost the exact same as England, sugar levels. So I think that explains sort of its lack of taste. It's very bland, very acrid. You get a lot more of like that citric acid flavor. Here, let me see, what acids do they use? I can't read Polish, never mind. So you don't get that sort of sweetness. It's much more tart. It's just Polish, unfortunately.
I would say
Where's
like
like Polish people when you need them?
for real.
Shout out to, you know, the Polish community. Get some better Fanta. Yeah. So yeah, not very sweet. Yeah, kind of disappointing. This is making me slightly worried for the rest of Eastern Europe. But next we're gonna see. That wouldn't be the first time I'm worried for them.
They're okay.
Especially this week. But we're gonna move on to another former Eastern Bloc nation with the history of great Fanta. We're gonna pull it out.
I
from the fridge here.
believe. I think I know where you're going with this one. This is going to be the glorious and proud nation of Hungary, I believe.
It is.
No way. I'm hungry for some of their Fanta.
Oh,
Ayo! Now,
That is a big bottle.
it is a big bottle. 1.75 liters. This is the smallest bottle I could find. Shout out to Eurofoods on Highland Street in Kitchener. Great store, great products. Yeah, interesting that they have Hungarian Fanta. They're not Polish Fanta, because I'm pretty sure that most of the
A lot of the food in there is
a
Polish.
lot of Polish food. I know for a fact a lot of people who used to work there were Polish. I'm not sure about ownership, but there's a big Polish influence in that store. Nonetheless, Hungarian Fanta. A little bit of insight.
This was bottled recently.
This was bottled recently, 2018.
Oh, okay, never mind. I lied. It expires soon.
It
That's
expired.
what it was.
Yes. So I am Romanian. There's a Romanian cake store that most of my life I've frequented for cakes and pastries, and they generally tended to have either Romanian or Hungarian Fanta. So without a direct comparison, I wasn't always so clear whether it was my favorite or not, and we're gonna find out. But I've had a lot of experience drinking Hungarian Fanta in my life, so let's see how this stacks up.
Get a nice ASMR
Yeah.
opening of the.
Yeah, shall
Oh,
we?
small first thing. Let's do a color here. Let's do a color comparison.
Oh, yes.
Very similar.
Little worried.
I think I'll get a little more orange.
Poland.
Yeah,
No.
Poland. It's darker. It's more opaque. It's less neon than Poland.
Mm.
It looks much more like orange juice than Poland does.
Yes.
Poland
You
looks
pay
like
for the big one again.
I don't remember, like $4 probably. That's about how much I usually pay for the big ones. Or snackers.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. So we got these.
Next watch.
Thank you. Casio F91W. Greatest
Wow.
watch of all time.
I say, wait, can we show off the creeper watch again?
Hey,
Put the
All
light,
right.
put the light show on. Yeah.
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 people.
Show them what they want.
Yeah, that's nice.
Alright, we got the glasses out.
All right. I'll note Hungary has about maybe 10%, 20% more sugar and more calories than Poland, but still about on par with Denmark. And Denmark was good, but again, we note that this is a completely different color from Denmark. Denmark was much more towards yellow, whereas this is an orange color. Let me get some.
Do a little ASMR there.
Oh, that was nice.
That was a good one.
This is Denmark.
That was Denmark. Yeah, let's compare them. So Denmark, Hungary is about on par with Denmark on sugar and calories. Completely different.
Completely different recipe.
Completely different.
Much more orange.
Much more orange. Now, let's give these a pour, and see how this stacks up.
Okay, smell your pork. no sound.
That was silent. Ninja pour.
Off the bat, I'm seeing a
That's
lot
a-
less carbonation.
That's a much different color too.
Yeah, it has a reddish tone that the other ones don't. Or is
Yeah.
that just me?
No, I
see that.
I
I see that.
definitely see that as well.
Hmm.
It kind of looks like there's a precipitate in there.
Yes.
It almost does.
Absolutely.
I see that for sure.
I'm proud of myself for recalling that one from chemistry class.
Definitely, yeah. Once again, we're coming at with the fine, the very fine carbonation, small bubbles here. The opacity, we're looking at it's quite opaque. There's still
smell.
there's
Strong smell.
Strong smell.
oh wow,
Strong smell.
That's
I
making me very
I could waft this.
yeah.
Yeah. Wafting.
Hmm.
That's okay.
Bit of an aftertaste. It's sour. I think
Yeah.
it's definitely not counting Poland and England because garbage water, but out of the other ones which we've enjoyed, it's definitely the most sour. It still has a bit of sweetness to it, but not quite as much.
If someone fed this to me, I would say this was a lemon-inspired drink and not an orange-inspired drink.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Maria doesn't like it.
Maria doesn't like it. I'll counter that and say I actually do like it, but again, a lot of it has to come to do with my previous experience drinking Hungarian Fanta. It's not my favorite. I think I still prefer Mexican and Danish over this so far, but it's not bad. It's
I would
sour.
say this is mid.
It's mid. Yeah,
Yeah.
not
This is
bad.
very average.
like many things in Hungary. Mid. That's a lie. I love you, Hungary. You make great salami, smoked paprika. The food's
true.
fantastic. Let's go
I think.
B.
I like it
Because it's
B?
better. It's definitely
Is
better
it?
than Canada.
Is it?
I would say it's better than Canada.
Okay.
Yeah.
You are the expert.
I'm leaving this to you. I wonder if I went back to Canada after trying all of these, if I would like it more. Just because I've never tried a different country's Fanta, so trying Canada first off, I was like, yeah, like this is just what Fanta tastes
Yeah.
like to me.
And it tastes like
True.
I think.
You want to do a midpoint check-in? Go back to Canada?
We could try Canada.
Okay. We're gonna have to reuse glasses because we only have the exact amount.
Okay, let's
Yeah.
reuse these ones because
Okay.
the stack is
Yeah. All right. Anna, could you please pass me the Canadian Fanta? It's just there on the end of the table, please. I'm not gonna do full pours for everyone just because
a
it's
tiny little taste.
tiny little taste.
So I feel like the Canadian one having the Minute Maid gives it the
It definitely
orange
has the orange flavor.
advantage,
Yeah.
which
Oh.
that was
Oh.
dangerous.
That was my one that I drank from.
That one was yours.
No, this one was yours.
That one was mine. Right there.
Oh.
That
Oh.
one was mine.
Jeez.
Don't worry, COVID-wise, we literally live together, so we're gonna. Oh, I'm so sorry, Maria. I wasn't paying attention. All right. So again, for those, either just joining us now
Returning to
or
Canada,
returning to the viewer, to the stream, we're returning to Canada just to sort of recalibrate, figure out where it stands, kind of compare it.
It has a weird smell.
I feel like it's all building up in my mouth now.
Maybe we're gonna have to have a water break.
We might need a
The Canada,
palate cleansing.
Oh yeah, no, like
tastes like
it's
there's-
Hungary is way better.
Hungry.
What?
Hungary's
It does taste like weed.
It does taste
I
like
thought
weed.
that, but I was like, I'm crazy. Why does it taste like weed?
I have no idea, but I agree. Okay, now the reason I started this whole escapade is because my entire life I have loved Fanta, and I've always bought Fanta from Euro stores. But every time I bought Fanta from a regular Canadian grocery store, I felt like I was going crazy because I'm like, this is awful. It does not taste like Fanta. And I think we have a very clear
What the hell?
comparison of this now.
Why does Canada suck?
It does suck.
It's not as
Let's
good.
Keep it where, let's keep it where it is. Let's keep it where
Yeah.
it is.
So-
I was thinking I was gonna like it more, but I don't.
Yeah, no,
It's
I.
definitely better.
Hungary is
Hungary's
definitely-
100% better.
Also,
What-
why does it taste like weed?
It
What
does
happened?
taste like weed. It's a very odd flavor note. To me, it less so tastes like weed and more so like skunk, which I know are two very close smells.
Similar.
They're very similar, but I get more of that because I get like I don't know how to explain it. We've got some.
Christian's like Willy Wonka because he had chocolate once when he was a kid and then he grew up and become obsessed with it.
Thank you. I really appreciate that reference. I'm not going to murder any children today. Don't worry.
There's no children around.
I'm the oldest one here, so all of you are children, as far as I'm concerned. No children are getting murdered. I do appreciate the comment, though. Hungary got that phenom. I don't know
What does that
I
mean?
don't know what that means.
What does that mean? Please explain that one.
I really hope I didn't just say a slur on stream. I apologize if I did. Okay.
Shout out to the gay people.
Okay.
I can't
So-
get demonetized, man.
The pickled oranges are for another day. Yeah, these won't be ready for another 3 weeks. If you guys want to see a opening stream where I try out my pickled oranges in about 3
And
weeks
we could eat the pickled the onions.
and pickled onions, so let
Risky
me know
eating things.
if this is something you'd want to see. Alrighty, moving on. So we just got through Hungary, so now it's time to go to the glorious nation. Wrong one.
Not that glorious
A
nation.
different one.
Yeah. Wait, where are we going, Christian?
Romania.
Romania!
Yeah.
Fanta Portocale, made from oranges. Now this is a label I can actually read. Apă, zahăr, sirop, fructose, glucose. So the first 3 ingredients, we have water, sugar,
High fructose
and
corn
syrup. Yeah, fructose, glucose, syrup. Now, very important here. Suc de portocală din concentrat 5%, whatever. My Romanian is terrible for reading, but what this says is concentrated orange juice, minimum 5%. So this contains actual oranges. This is one of the very few that does. Right off the bat, if we compare color to Hungary, different.
Yeah.
Hungary is orange.
Despite proximity.
Despite proximity. Same size bottle approximately, so we're not really dealing with the clarity issues of smaller bottles compared to bigger. Romanian is much more yellow.
Much more yellow.
Much more yellow. I really hope, for the sake of my birth nation, that it is good.
I hope so too.
Christian, if I may cut you off for a moment, user Fazraz just said, "Where's Orang Crush?" It won't happen. It's not Daniel. Hold on. Look at me. Does this look like a Crush household to you?
Absolutely.
Does this look like a Crush household to you?
Look, Dan,
This Fanta.
if you need Fanta, if you've been so desperate your whole life to drink whatever that other orange drink you've been drinking because you've never had good Fanta before, just come over. You know where I live. I will give you any Fanta you want. I have extras of almost everything I bought. I have big bottles. I'll pour you a glass. I'll let you try them yourself.
We have an obscene amount.
We have an obscene amount. I'm actually kind of begging you to because I need to get rid of this, but yeah, we're not doing that. This is a Fanta household.
Fanta household.
All right. So now, if we compare sugar-wise, Romania is significantly higher than Hungary. Romania has more sugar and more calories than Canada, but less than Mexico, sort of in the middle there. So we have a higher sugar content, which generally so far has been it hasn't been a one-to-one correlation, but generally we've seen that the higher sugar contents are ones that we've enjoyed more. So let's see if this trend continues. Let's open this up here.
Give it a little crack there.
Oh,
Nice.
There it
nice and
is.
tight. Good hi-hat sound, nice and clean,
Nice and crisp.
nice and crisp.
Wow.
Would anyone like to do the pours for us?
You should do them, sir, from your country. This is for the motherland.
For all the ones at home.
Shout out.
I know at least one family member is watching this. I'm so sorry for making a fool of myself. Hopefully no one from across the ocean family member is watching this. If you are, I'm so sorry.
I'm very excited for this.
Thank you, Christian Lover 301. I really hope this doesn't start scraps. This is all in good fun. We're just trying to have a nice.
It's quite on the yellow end of it. Oh, there's a nice
Oh, it's
layer
so
of
sour.
bubbles on
Yeah.
mine.
Yeah.
I don't know if the can pick that up, but there's a nice ring of bubbles on mine.
Cool.
Oh, it hits you.
Sour.
It's sour, but it's balanced out by that high sugar content.
No, I really like this.
This is good.
That's
I really
good.
like this.
There is
Definitely.
an aftertaste,
There is an
but it's
aftertaste.
not as.
It's not
repulsive.
offensive. It's not offensive.
Yeah.
The aftertaste for me is like orange rind, not oranges. Like it's more like if you bit an orange peel. Like you
Yeah.
get that sort of bitterness from
Yeah.
the peel, which I think comes from the actual fruit concentrate, which I imagine is they're just. I don't think they're squeezing them properly. I think they're literally just
Pulverizing.
they're pulverizing entire oranges. So you're getting that, you're getting those essential oils out of the peel. You're getting that flavor in your mouth.
I love essential oils. These are the only ones I have.
Look, I'm trying to be impartial here, but I think we're getting some unanimous decisions.
You
from
sound a
our-
little partial, but honestly, it's deserved.
I think
That is up there with.
I would go.
I'd say it's better than Mexican.
I want to say S tier as
I
well.
want to say S tier too.
I want to say
That
S
is
tier.
the first S.
tier.
That is
Yes.
the first S.
Well, we can.
I also think it's
If we revisit Mexico, I might consider putting it to S tier as
Yeah,
well.
that's-
But I
that's
think we should do that towards the end. Shout out to Romania. That was very good.
I think at this point we should probably take a moment here and just cleanse our palates a
I
little
agree.
bit, give ourselves a little bit of a break.
hmm
Wait, can I say something?
Absolutely.
I have done tarot reading to see which country.
Would you like to do one on?
Oh, no. I've done a tarot reading prior.
Oh.
I haven't shown anyone the card, so I have an idea of which one might win.
Oh,
But
this is an
Okay.
interesting revelation.
Special content. We'll reveal it at the end, I suppose. Okay.
We got our psychic on standby.
Yeah.
Is it news? Wait, is it news? Did I know this? I did know this? Oh, okay. Okay.
I am very relieved that the Romanian one was good. But that to me, that is also like for me growing up, the Romanian store I often frequented usually had either Hungarian or Romanian Fanta. And one of the reasons growing up, like I mentioned the Canadian thing, as I knew Canadian was bad, but I also knew that there were slight differences between European variations. So I'm glad to know that the Romanian one is holding up so well. It was good.
That was really good.
That
Now,
was nice.
as for Hungarians punching the air right now.
For real. On God.
Sorry, Hungarians.
Now, as for Christian Lover 301's comment about starting some scraps in Eastern Europe, let's move on to Serbia.
Who logged you to my alt account?
Now, I'm gonna add.
Oh my God! It's piss. It's so yellow!
It is by far the most yellow one we've had so far.
Bring it up.
Let's compare it to Mexico, which has been the most
You can-
orange. Look at that.
Wow.
Oh my
Insanity.
gosh!
Insanity.
Look at that. No, I don't think the camera really does it justice. Even
Can
like
we get it closer to the big camera?
yeah, we definitely can.
Thank you, Ruben.
Thank you so much. No, that definitely does it a lot better. You can see like the vibrance in the orange on the Mexican compared to the like. It's just so yellow. Oh my God!
It's a different drink.
It's a different drink.
It's
You're
crazy.
incredibly dehydrated.
Yellow in real life.
Jeez.
Now, I will note this one was bottled in 2016. It is the oldest one I have. Shout out to Italo Foods for selling me expired drinks. I mean, I knew it was expired when I bought it because I'm an idiot.
That's ancient.
But let's see how this holds up. Completely different drink. It is curious how they, I am curious to see how it stacks up. In terms of sugar content, while it has a very different color to Romania, it is actually about the same. Very small differences between Romania and Serbia in terms of sugar and in terms of calories. It's about the same. It might just be an approximation issue at that point. So let's see how these stack up. I'm quite curious.
Nice. Oh.
Oh!
Oh! It squirted.
That was good for 2016.
That was good.
Damn.
You can see the CO2 sitting there in the bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Suck it out.
actually, I'm gonna do something that.
It's colored and it squirts.
That's crazy.
Do it.
Do it?
Do it.
Yeah.
really do.
It kind of looks like beer when I did that.
Oh, cool.
Oh, okay.
Now, for one thing, I'll mention for control, we have a mini fridge under our desk here that we've been storing all of these drinks in at the exact same temperature. So we don't really have to worry too much about temperature fluctuation, and we are enjoying them served chilled as a lot of the labels recommend. So this is pretty optimum drinking of our Fanta.
Optimal Fanta consumption.
Optimal Fanta consumption. Now, let's give these a try. This is very yellow.
It looks like toxic waste.
It does.
Yeah, that is.
It looks dangerous. Like nuclear reactor
Yeah.
byproducts.
It's
That-
It doesn't show on camera.
I think that might genuinely be a result of the Chernobyl nuclear meltdown.
This is England.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh!
Similar looking.
Why? Oh my
That's a
gosh!
little bit scary.
England is the more drinking one. Serbia. England almost looks like actual lemon juice.
Yeah.
This is starting to look more towards pineapple. It's very bright, very saturated color.
The England is showing up greener on camera.
Absolutely. Here, Maria, here you go. Let's give these a try.
Oh, I don't like
It's so sour. It's so sour.
It's a completely different
it. I
drink.
don't like this.
For Romania, which compared to Romania, it's a completely different drink, which is very interesting considering they share a border. You think there'd be some similarities, but it's completely different.
It's insane how going from Hungary to Romania to Serbia, all three of these countries bordering each other, all have completely different beverages.
I can't tell if I like it. Any
It's
What do you
not,
I think it's
don't
aggressively sour.
As the British, it's similar to me as the British too. I don't think
It's
it's.
not the British, the last.
Romania?
No way.
No way. I think we may have fried our taste buds.
You might have just drank both of them at the same time. I feel like it's like, I don't know, the aftertaste is strong for me.
It dries up my mouth.
Yeah.
I'm left salivating.
Absolutely.
I have a hankering for more Fanta.
It's sour. I kind of like it though.
That's fair.
I feel like it also has like the carbonation is a little more pronounced in this one. Maybe
Yeah.
that's amplified by its sourness.
Maybe vice versa. Maybe the carbonation is really like making that sourness bite a little bit more.
I
This is
definitely
the one from
feel it a lot more.
2016.
This is the one from 2016.
It could be fermented a little bit.
A little bit of
A
fermentation.
little-
Well, I don't think it fermented. It was clear. There was no sediment. It
no.
when we opened it, the crack was nice and crisp.
It was indeed.
It was.
Alas, I jest.
What do we think?
I think
I'm gonna leave it up to you guys because I feel like
it's
my taste
below
buds are-
Hungary. It's definitely better than UK. I think it might be. I might be C above Canada.
I'm feeling C.
I'm feeling C. It'll be C above Canada when we move it as well.
Yeah.
It's not bad. I feel like in a pinch, Serbian Fanta, if you get your hands on it, it might pair well with when like something fresh, like a salad or some fish. But it might not work as well with heavier meat.
Yeah.
You don't want to have a steak with this.
No.
No. It would be a cool, refreshing drink on a hot summer day.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
I feel like if you've been out all day and you want, let's say you've been at the beach.
It's Sprite.
We have a message from local Serb, Dingus989. It says Serbian Fanta has 40% alcohol concentration.
Oh,
which-
I
I'm
wish.
tasting. I'm tasting.
It checks out.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah.
I think if you're on a beach all day, you're dehydrated. You want a nice drink, but you're also not really feeling sugar. Let's say you've eaten nothing but fruit all day, so you're all sugared out. But all you have is Fanta, Serbian Fanta. It might actually be okay. You got that sourness, that bitterness. Gives you a little bit of energy, invigorates you. It's not bad, but it's also not the best either. I'm not sure. It's okay though.
There's
It's
been
okay.
better.
It's not bottom tier, but it's okay.
Thank you to Doc Ock 123 for the Prime. They've been subscribed for 2
Hey.
months.
Thank you, Doc Ock. Much appreciated.
Something for the premium content right here.
This
Thompson,
is
Thompson.
You want a little- This is for you.
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
That's awesome.
So I think we should really recap our situation in the Balkans so far. Balkans plus Romania. Use your definition of choice. Very different. They're very close countries. Again, reiterating what Crawford said earlier: Hungary, Romania, Serbia. It's fascinating to me how different they are.
It really is kind of impressive how different all these recipes have been, despite close proximity. And you'd think everything would be pretty consistent across all Fantas, and here we are discovering all the differences and the nuances in the Fantaverse.
Oh,
Fantaverse is large.
Fantaverse
Fantaverse
is
is
large.
massive.
At least 14. So I've found out.
Definitely more than 14.
It is definitely more than 14 because I know you're out there and I couldn't find you. I'll find you.
He's coming for you.
If you,
Be afraid.
dear listener, if you ever find yourself in a store and you can find a Fanta that I was not in this review,
This one.
If you can find a Fanta that was not in this review, just buy it and I will pay you triple of the price. Keep the receipt. I will pay you triple the price and I will buy that Fanta off of you. I want the Fanta, okay? It has to be one I haven't tried yet. Okay, the easiest way to tell, all Fanta cans will have a website on them. Let's take a look here at Poland. It has Fanta, you're not gonna be able to read this, it's way too small. It says Fanta.pl. So if you can't read the label, you will be able to find the website. Yeah. And you'll be able to find out which country it comes from. Sometimes you might have more information, but it's sometimes really hard to read the labels. But yeah, this is my call to action to you. Thank you, viewers.
Get this
And,
man his Fanta.
Get me my Fanta.
Get this
If you
man his
find yourself
Fanta.
traveling internationally in the next, 6 to 18 months, maybe don't, considering the current situation. But if you do, I'm not judging you. If you find yourself in a country, just meander your way to a corner store, to a grocery store, pick up some Fanta from your suitcase. If you personally fly the Fanta into this country, I will pay you quadruple the ticket price. Receipt, with foreign exchange and all that.
Ticket price of the airplane.
Not the price of the airplane. But, if you buy a €1 can of Fanta in Europe, I'll pay you €4. I'll even pay that from my Euro account from Scotiabank. I'll open up a Euro account just for that. All right. So
This man's mad.
anyway,
Please give him his Fanta.
give me my Fanta. All right. Staying in the Balkans, as promised earlier, we have Macedonia, North Macedonia to be specific.
Spooky.
Do not want to offend the Greeks.
Yeah, I'm not going into that. But we have a return to this beautiful Halloween 2021. packaging.
I love this can design.
I love it. It's
The pumpkin, I think it works really well. I just wish it was pumpkin flavored.
me too. Well, actually, not really. But yeah, it's curious. Let's see how this stacks up. Let's take a look at our stats here. Maria, if you could pull one of them up, please. We'll note that Macedonia is one of the closest ones to Canada in terms of sugar and caloric content. So we're gonna see how much it stacks up in terms of flavor. Let's give it out a pour. Oh, let's get a sound here, Crawford.
Oh, it's splash.
Do it, squirt!
How many viewers do we have? 10 viewers. Wow. Thank you for sticking around. Much appreciated.
That was a little sneak taste.
Oh,
Oh no.
why am I so bad at this?
Thank
oh
you,
my
Hannah. I
God.
really appreciate you helping out here.
You're pouring it like those bartenders that just like
Shot up your
Yeah,
jaw.
yeah.
Okay, hey, those last three were all right.
That was pretty good.
I believe that's green.
It is green.
It's very green.
That's a very slight green. There's one thing I am curious about. I noted I was wondering if Macedonia would have the exact same Fanta as Serbia. I was thinking, it's close. Macedonia is not a massive country. Here's Serbia.
It smells completely
Oh, this is
different.
England. Again,
Yours is quite carbonated.
yeah, much
like
more
Christian
saturated color than England.
God damn it, man. I try my best.
Yeah.
Try my best, man. Sorry, I can't pour as well as Christian does.
Post-review blind taste test.
That's a really good
As
idea.
I
That's
hadn't
smart.
considered
That
that.
is smart.
That's absolutely.
I
good.
hope we have enough shot glasses for that. If not, I will watch.
We can watch them. We have regular
cups.
glasses too.
True.
But so like I was saying, I was thinking that there's a high chance that the Serbian one and the Macedonian one might be the same, but their sugar and calorie numbers are different. So there's no way it's the exact same recipe unless they.
It smells far more orange. Like it smells like an orangina almost.
It does smell like an orangina.
It's quite similar to an orangina. I really like that though. Like that's a really nice smell.
Me too. This is very. It's not bitter at all. It's not
It
acidic.
is nice. That's good.
This is very refreshing.
It's nice.
Yeah.
Do we know about like the ways that other countries decide on the calories of the sugar?
No.
Not at all.
I tried briefly looking into it, and let me tell you, that is an infinite rabbit hole that you can go down for an infinite amount of time and get absolutely no actionable information out of it. And it especially doesn't help when you can't read any languages that use Cyrillic. So,
That does seem language barrier is tough.
so that was good. I don't know.
That was quite good.
That was quite good. Shout out to
Blow
Macedonia.
me away,
It didn't.
but it was good.
It was good.
That was solid. That's like
High average.
I was
High
gonna say maybe above 100 even. Like
Yeah, I want to say A tier.
Let's put
A
it
tier?
A tier.
I like it.
That's good. I feel like there's a similarity between the A tiers of being less orange, like more on the like acidic
Yeah.
side of things.
So while not being bitter.
Yeah, without being bitter.
Yeet. Water.
I don't think so.
All right, here. Let me grab the camera here. Just
We're going mobile.
we're going mobile. So this is our for our viewers just joining. These are the ones we've tried so far. We've got Canada, Serbia, Mexico, England, Denmark, Hungary, Romania, and Poland. This is so far what we've been through, and Macedonia, right over here. This is what we've been through so far. All right.
Let me put this back.
It's back.
So, thanks for sticking around. We're about halfway through. Lots of Fanta to come. I'm feeling thirsty. I'm feeling excited.
I kind of have to go to the bathroom. I'm not gonna lie. I don't. Maybe like with all the Fanta and the water, it's
If
been a
you
lot
wanna
of
go-
liquid.
If you want to go to the bathroom, I can fill the.
Can you
fill the
entertain
water.
chat for a second
I can
here?
entertain
Yeah,
chat.
I mean, because the camera was
We need jungle juice.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
oh my gosh, that's a great idea. Thank you, Cub Swiffer. Fanta jungle juice was something that I actually
Absolutely.
had thought of.
We did talk about
we
that.
did talk
about
We did talk about doing that at the end.
You still have a little bit of vanilla ice cream.
I do actually. You
Yeah.
want to make a Fanta float?
Fanta float.
Oh my gosh.
Oh!
This is innovation.
We got a lot of Fanta.
Beyond ideas.
So yeah,
Beyond ideas.
chat. Feel free to drop any ideas, so
Yeah,
especially
please
the cans.
drop your Fanta related ideas.
The bottles are gonna stay. The bottles with lids will stay for a while. We've got a lot of open cans that I need to get rid of in the next day or like probably tonight that I would like to drink. So if you have any ideas for uses for these, let us know. You know, drop it in the chat. Yeah, feel free to give us some ideas here.
Just slide through. It's okay. You can do it.
I apologize. There's going to be a brief interruption to video as we slide through the camera here to establish some breaks. This has been a long.
Oh no! You're crawling on the ground.
Ah, thanks, Bergie boy. Much love from Kazakhstan. Shout out to Kazakhstan.
Kazakhstan.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're saying.
I don't know what's happening.
Unfortunately, I was not able to find any Kazakhstani Fanta or any former ex-USSR Fanta. I did look. I looked.
Looked long and hard.
I did look long and hard.
Yeah.
I wasn't able to find much info about Central Asian Fantas. I did some Googling. I did the Googling. It definitely exists. As far as I can tell, it is sold in Kazakhstan. Whether or not it's a separate variant from Middle Eastern Fanta or Russian Fanta, it's hard to tell. But I'd love to get my hands on someday. So if you have any Kazakhstani stores you know of, yeah, let me know. I'd appreciate the comment. Thank you very much. Much love. So we are done with Europe. Do we want to do a quick recap of Europe here?
Let's look at the tier list.
Let's look at our tier
See how
list
it's
real
going.
quick.
I don't have a big.
That's fine.
That's okay.
That's fine. So if we check out our tier list here, we ranked Romania as S tier. Now I really like that one. I think that was a good balance of sweet.
I stand by
I
that.
stand by that one. Yeah. We also had Denmark and Macedonia. Denmark was quite nice. It had a very orangey flavor to it, if I remember correctly, right? It was
Denmark is Maria's favorite.
Denmark is still Maria's favorite.
Noted.
It's noted, yeah. That was a fantastic drink. On the other hand, we had some lower ones. We had England very low. Serbia.
So bad.
England was awful. I'm actually quite disappointed for England. I searched high and low for English Fanta because there was a lot of chatter in the online Fanta community about the quality of English Fanta. And I have to say I'm disappointed. It wasn't very good.
Oh. Ah! The water.
It's fine. It's fine. Just a little bit of water. A little bit of...
It's okay. We've got carpets. We've got good carpets.
So
It'll be
yeah,
fine.
there was some a lot of people online talking about the qualities of English Fanta, and a lot of British people saying how much they preferred their English Fanta to Fanta from the rest of Europe.
Well,
And
that should have been a red flag.
That should have been
I'm
a
not
red
gonna lie,
flag.
that should have been a red flag.
You know, having tried other British cuisine,
I should have known how poor of quality that British Fanta would be. But, you know, you live and you learn. I'm not going to be paying extra money for imported British Fanta anytime in the future. But, yeah, you know, it happens. So, let's move on. We're actually going to...
Sorry, I just almost walked into a ladder.
All right, we're going to move into some quite exotic countries from my perspective.
Hey, chat, welcome back.
Yeah, we're walking... Oh, there's a question in chat.
Question in chat.
Look, I thought about doing a little history recap of Fanta. I'm not going into that, okay? If you know, you know. If you don't search it up. Yeah. Although the one thing I will note is that the original Fanta recipe, let's use, how do we say this? The wartime recipe is not the exact same recipe used, nor is it the exact same entity. The current variation of Fanta was relaunched in the 60s in Italy. People still liked Fanta, and it reached out from Germany after the war, but it's not the exact same continuation of the exact same brand from Coca-Cola Germany. It is now, it started in Coca-Cola Italy, and then Coca-Cola US took over. So there is some precedent of it being used during the war, being consumed by Germans.
Those who will not be named.
Yeah. But its history is not quite so simple. But yeah, so I'm not going into that. Birdie Boy, I am somewhat of a connoisseur of Fanta. Me too.
Avin, you've never mentioned this. I've known you for like 3 years. You've never mentioned your affinity for Fanta.
Was there any sort of some fascist move involved? Actually, I will go into that. The reason, no, I will say that directly. It was not directly involved with any fascist movements. It mostly had to do with the fact that they couldn't sell Coca-Cola anymore. That may have been due to something. But you know, people like juice, and you know, and power hates a vacuum. So, or loves a vacuum. What's the saying? I don't know. I don't care. So, when you know, people can no longer drink their Coca-Cola, they found their Fanta, and I'm glad people are enjoying it. Okay. Although, if you want a little bit of lore, don't search up the Fanta Classic campaign from 2015. Okay.
What the hell is that? I don't even know what he's talking about.
Lore. Yep, you don't want to know.
I don't want to know. That wasn't long ago.
It wasn't
Christian, we have time. We can pull
Okay.
that up.
So, basically
Please,
what
go
happened
for
was it was a marketing failure on the part of Coca-Cola Germany, because of course they decided, hey, wouldn't it be a great idea to use our retro bottles in the original recipe, which differs slightly. No cocaine though. The original recipe from the 30s and 40s, and use the classic bottles, and they looked fantastic. The taste, people really loved it. It was a success, except someone in the Fanta marketing department signed off on an ad that may have used the words "just like in the good old days." Yeah, so that didn't land.
Oh no!
That didn't land particularly well with the public, both in Germany and abroad. The campaign was swiftly pulled after resounding backlash. If anyone, you know, get their hands on any Coca-Cola Classic for me, I'd love to try it just for the recipe. But
Just for the Coke.
oh, Fanta
For
Classic.
real.
Did I say Coke Classic?
You said Coke Classic.
Fanta Classic.
I'd take
Yeah.
the Coke Classic.
I would take the Coke Classic. All right, moving on from Europe, let's go into some, from my perspective, some much more interesting nations. I've tried a lot of the European ones in my youth, just here and there, but we're gonna go into a
I
list
haven't.
all of the remaining 5 countries I've never tried before, many of which I didn't even know.
The art from the artist. Well said.
So yeah, so we're gonna move into some interesting countries. Now, Duru, I know you're in the chat, and you're gonna be delighted to know that I got my hands on some Turkish Fanta the other day.
Oh.
Look at that cute look.
Sorry. You
Geographically speaking, that is
geographically speaking. Now, Sadaquat Hall Flea
It's
Market
such a
on
cute
Belmont.
bottle.
It is a beautiful, tiny bottle. I think
Such a cute
there's
bottle.
I
some
love
great
that.
texturing on the glass here. It's a great.
It's flared.
It's flared.
Yeah.
It's a good size, 200 mils. It's a tiny bottle, but it's very cute. It's a very sturdy glass. Good sound. Now, Fanta Turkey claims to have extra vitamin C in it. So, this is a healthy drink that we're consuming.
Are there
today.
real oranges in that?
I have no idea because I can't read Turkish.
Can you get over here in the next, like, couple seconds?
Just like the Turkish girls. Okay. So, beautiful little bottle. Let's give this a try. Actually, let's take a look at our info here, our infographics. How does Turkey stack up? Turkey stacks up about the same with Denmark, which I think is a good sign because I quite enjoyed the Denmark one. Maria, do you still have your Denmark cup? What does that mean?
Evan, what are you talking about, man? What does that mean? What the fuck? Kim Card... She's Armenian. She's not Turkish. What are you, like, what are you on, bro? Evan, are you tweaking again?
Put the mic there. Put the mic there.
I'll put it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh, beautiful.
Nice. That is a beautiful glass.
It is a
That
beautiful
is so
glass
good. I
bottle.
love that so much.
Now, right off the bat, let's do a color comparison before we pour the rest. It has very similar stats to Denmark in terms of calories and sugar, but it's not quite the same color. There are some similarities. The Turkish one almost seems to have a precipitate when you look at it from the top. I don't know how to describe it.
It's
I see. It's a little cloudy.
It has a bit of a gradient to it.
Mm-hmm.
But it does have similar yellow tint with a little bit more orangeness. It could just be food coloring with how similar it is otherwise.
Wait, is Duru allowed back if the Turkish Fanta's bad?
No.
No.
Drew, if it's really good, I will give you the other two. You deserve them. So yeah, you can have them.
Hearts in chat for Duru, guys. Hearts in chat for Duru.
Turkish flags in chat.
Turkish flags, hearts in chat.
Turkish flag.
Claps and crop hogs in chat.
One thing I am really glad about is that the Turkish ones are so tiny that I can actually use up most of the bottle doing this, and I'm not putting so much to waste. So that was something I was really happy about.
Basically, we're making a float.
Yeah.
Jungle juice.
Okay, let me.
Are we gonna do the jungle juice float?
I want it.
That's
to be
actually
jungle juice
huge.
float.
Band of Fed, yeah.
Let me see. What's the sniff test?
Almost no smell.
Yeah, no, that's
Like
like
me, at least.
there's
I'm
a
gonna dunk my nose in there.
there's like very little fragrance.
Very little fragrance. Oh, we're getting some negative reactions from the room.
It starts good.
There's not a lot to it.
Oh, it's okay. I do like the carbonation. It hits your lips well.
Like it
It's
tastes
quite sweet.
but then the aftertaste is bad.
It's quite sweet.
It is very sweet. It has a relatively low sugar content, but it still managed to not. The aftertaste is not sweet.
It feels like it's so nothing. Like there's not a lot to it.
It's very thin.
Yeah.
It is thin. My teeth are starting to rot a little bit too.
A little bit.
Is that what that feeling is?
Yeah. Your teeth rotting.
We're gonna have to brush our teeth
Yeah.
many times. I'm also not gonna be able to sleep tonight. But that's I'm doing it for you, for the viewers, for the content. Okay.
Cheers.
Just let this man take over my stream. I don't know. I didn't know what I was getting into.
I really don't know how to feel about this.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
I think this might work well in a float.
I don't get a lot of orange out of it.
Because it's so sweet.
Yeah.
You know what? You're right. We forgot that this has to be orange.
Yeah, like I don't get a
We
lot
lost
of orange
the
out of
plot.
this.
We really did.
Look, everything after Canada, with the exception of Romania,
Doesn't actually have
orange in it. So
It's not bad per se. It's just
it's very
not.
nothing.
Yeah.
It's like immediate mouthfeel is very strong, very sweet. But then like the flavor profile just drops immediately, and you get sort of this aftertaste with no flavor. I don't know. You guys know what I mean?
I'm so completely like Crawford is so nothing. I don't know what to feel about it.
Yeah.
It's just mid.
It is.
It's mid. It's just
I
mid.
would put it with Canada.
I
Yeah.
agree. Sorry, Turkey. I love every person I met from Turkey. You guys are fantastic. There may be up to 2 of you in the chat if
Shout out
Tristan.
Drew.
Shout out Duru.
Love you, Drew.
Love you, Drew.
Yeah, where's T-Dog at?
My favorite Turk, Duru. I said it on stream.
Where's T-Dog?
Okay. I know he saw the story. So,
Bastard.
actually, I don't know. I didn't check. But I'm just going to assume he did. Because every good friend would have seen my close friend story. This review felt oddly politically charged.
What? Wait.
Well,
This was completely impartial.
I didn't say anything about politics about Turkey. I'm not going to go into that.
It was mid though.
It was mid. I apologize. You know, Erdogan can deal with it. Now,
Critique of the Erdogan regime? Yeah, no, look at my nuts. True.
look, now, we're actually going to be moving on to one of the most exciting drinks that I have obtained in my search. This one took a little bit of time to find. Let me grab it from the fridge. And I'm very excited to be able to have a bottle that represents the great continent of Africa and the fantastic nation of Nigeria.
I love that bottle.
It is.
That is a very cool bottle.
Beautiful bottle.
I feel like that is the closest to the darkness of
Mexico.
like the shade of Mexican Fanta as we're gonna get.
It's really like
Or
It is ribbed like turkey. Ribbed for our pleasure.
Is it flared? Is it flared?
It is flared. Now, I will say,
I have 2 bottles here because I bought extras just in case. This
What
is a nice.
happened to the other one?
The other bottle looks like it's been through hell and back. It is incredibly beat up. It is scratched. I'm not sure if this bottle has been reused, but it adds a lot of character to it. Now,
That's one way to put it.
these are bottled by the Nigerian Bottling Company. And-
Wait, is it just called the Nigerian Bottling Company?
It is. So I don't really know too much about Nigerian economics, but it's they sort of outsource it to Nigerian Bottling Company. Coca-Cola doesn't do it directly.
No.
So I imagine there's some reuse of bottles. This is the thickest glass bottle for pop I've ever seen. Thicker than any beer bottle, even the ones that get recycled. It is incredibly thick. This bottle is made to last. It is a great glass bottle. Fun fact, if you Google Nigerian Fanta, the very first result will be a BBC article from 2017 talking about a court case deciding whether or not Nigerian Fanta is safe for consumption. Now,
You didn't tell us about this.
He told me, so.
Now, a lot of it, the answer is yes, it is. It is consumed by millions of people every day. It was mostly just to do with like its very high levels of vitamin C.
Wait, it has so much vitamin C it can hurt you?
It was more about like if you were drinking it basically nonstop. Furthermore, it is quite sweet. Wait. Never mind. I got it wrong. It's quite in the middle in terms of sweetness, in terms of sugar content. However, I have it on good authority that they use Fanta Insiders, actually Coca-Cola Nigeria's website, that they do use different sugars than most Fanta variants worldwide. So I suspect it might actually have a quite close flavor to Mexico, which is what I'm hoping for. I'm really hoping this is good because these were kind of expensive.
No, I will say, before Christian actually picked up this Fanta, I was recommended by my lovely girlfriend that African Fantas were some of the best in the world.
Yes.
And I really hope this reigns true, or else she's not allowed to come back.
I want to know how she knows that.
Yeah.
I want to I want to know as well. I want to know, but I guess like in Brampton, Ontario, they have
Oh, they have it.
Look,
apparently.
if anyone wants to get their hands on some Nigerian Fanta, check out the Yam Cellar on Victoria Street North in KW, right next to the Starbucks. Great little store. The lady was very helpful and super sweet. Some great products, including Fanta. I'm definitely going to be going back to try some of their other stuff. I didn't really buy anything else, but I will love to go back. Great little store. Anyone want to do the honors?
Give it a crack.
You want to do it, Ruben?
Okay.
I'll hold the point.
That was a little smoke at the point. You see the smoke? Too late, it's gone. Too late, it's gone. Okay, someone pour that.
Fine melon, tea thick. It is a thick bottle. It is absolutely a thick bottle. Whoops. It's heavy. This is a 500
That's a chunky bottle.
500 mils. Generally, it's one of the bigger single serve bottles we have.
Maximus in the chat. What's up?
Okay, this is a very minute thing that may be hard to get on stream. As I'm pouring it, it is definitely more viscous.
Oh, it definitely
It
is.
is. It's
No,
thicker.
it's thicker.
It's thicker. It's thicker.
Oh yeah, try it.
It
Put
doesn't-
down, lower. You're good.
Oh no.
Oh,
It's
do it,
thicker.
do it
It
drip?
does not have a consistency.
Do a drip?
It's not like water. It has slightly more, and I think that has to do with its very high sugar and glucose level.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got the lean out here, Max. We got the lean. I love lean.
Now, color comparison from here. Let's go back to Denmark just as our baseline. Very different here. Very different. Wow. I can't read the comment. That's comment. It has definitely there have been others that have been very orange. This is the closest to like a Halloween orange out of all the ones that have been used. You see what I mean?
I
Smells
definitely.
Like dirty socks.
Yeah. What?
I'm not
Why
dirty,
does it
right?
smell wet? It
It
smells.
smells musty.
Yeah.
Oh my
is it-
God.
Color crazy. I'm sorry. It smells like it.
No, I know what you mean.
It's
Is it
good.
good?
It's good. Jen was right.
Oh, she don't lie.
She don't
No,
lie.
she don't lie.
This is
Okay.
fantastic.
I'm into
Fan-
it.
Oh, this is
This is
good.
fancy tech.
It-
Something.
Me.
This is by far. Look. Yeah. This gives orange.
This gives orange.
Look,
It is
gives
really
orange.
serving orange to us.
Halloween orange. It is. Look, the sugar levels as on the website described it because there's no nutritional information on the bottle or on the cap or anywhere because apparently they
Why
don't
would
do
they
that.
tell us that?
They wouldn't tell. Yeah. On Coca-Cola. Hello, Fanta. Oh, Yoel, welcome to the chat. Look, it's good. It's incredibly sweet. The sugar, Maria, can you pull up the sugar diagram, please? Oh, sorry. Oh, yeah, that's fine.
What are we paying you for?
The sugar diagram would make us think that it's sort of middle in the terms of sweetness, but this is definitely the sweetest one so far.
Yeah, no, but that was really well done.
I feel like this is similar to Mexico, but more carbonated,
I agree.
which is why I think it's S tier.
I think this is S tier as well. This was absolutely fantastic. I struck up a conversation with the lady at the store, and she saw me looking for the Fantas, and I was talking to her about where they're from. And she said Nigeria, and well, she said Western Africa, and then I realized later that it actually said Nigeria on the cap, well, Nigerian Bottling Company, and she told me, look, it's the best Fanta in the world, and of course she would say that because she's selling it, but I'm gonna have to believe her so far.
She don't lie.
It's
That was really good.
It is. It's a completely different drink from Romanian Fanta, which is our other S tier one so far, which had a much more tangy, citrusy, sour taste, but also balanced out with the
This
sweetness.
They're totally different drinks.
Totally different.
Totally different. This was a lot more viscous. Like, I still feel it in my mouth.
Yeah.
In a
And
completely
it's still
different way.
sweet.
Yeah.
Almost all the others, the aftertaste goes sour because it's like that orange taste.
Yeah.
This taste continues to be sweet.
It
through
really
and through.
coats the inside of your mouth.
Yeah.
Like yeah. That was genuinely probably like. Would you
Just
say?
smell.
Yeah.
Just smell.
You can smell the
that-
socks.
You can smell the sugar from my perspective.
I smell the socks.
I don't smell the socks.
I smell the
sugar.
socks.
I only smell sugar.
Smell the bottle.
It smells like
Take a whiff.
I only smell sugar.
No, it smells like sugar.
Yeah. I smell it. You're not tripping. Is this one of those? Is this like one of them? Like, what's it called? What's that herb that everyone hates? Or
Oh,
the soap
cilantro?
one? The soap one.
Cilantro.
Yeah. Is this a cilantro moment? Is this like the Fanta smells like socks?
Some gene you
Yeah.
got that's
Yeah.
deficient.
Do I am I deficient? That's not a nice way of saying it.
Too bad.
For real though, I actually love Fanta. Thank you, Yellow G. I did too. I really appreciate the comment there. What?
Did you know Kentucky is the only? I know where this goes.
Hey,
Did you know? With 100 bits.
did you
100
know
bits.
Kentucky
Max
is the
New says-
only U.S. state that starts with a K?
What about Kansas? I don't know about that.
Would you like to say the
Can
Does
this?
this dick fit in your mouth?
Oh!
All right.
All right, guys, that's enough for tonight.
This
It's been fun.
yeah. So far, Nigerian Fanta.
That was really good.
That was a really exciting one to find. I'm glad I got my hands on some. I might have to go buy more tomorrow just to make sure that you hooligans don't buy it all up. That was good. That was good.
Hooligan, you.
The Yam
You
Cell,
hooligans
Victoria
out there.
Street North. Cute little store next to the Starbucks. Okay. Moving on.
Holy shit, we're at 15 viewers. That's insane.
We got
Thank
three
you so
more
much.
left.
Party.
Three more
That was a 10 out of 10.
That was really good.
That was really good.
That's definitely like S tier.
Yeah.
Wow.
Shout out to Jen.
Moving over into the Indian subcontinent, we've got Indian Fanta. I'm really excited. I was really excited to get my hands on this because I looked a lot for it. There's a lot of Indian stores, food stores in and around KW. So I tried a lot of them, but I was super excited to find this one finally. And I'm really looking forward to giving this one a try. It has by far the highest sugar and calorie levels, which so far has been a strong positive indicator of how much we're going to enjoy it in a small
There's
sip.
definitely been a correlation.
There's definitely been a correlation. So, let's give this a try. I'm looking forward to this. It's nice and cool. It's nice and crisp.
More water.
Actually, yeah, I'm also going to take some more water. My throat's getting parched. My mouth is getting dried.
May I do the honors? I promise
honors.
I'm not gonna spill it this time.
Do
I need someone to hold. Someone's gotta hold the microphone here. I'm not gonna spill it this time.
Oh, that was great.
That was a good crunch.
That was a good sound.
That was a crunch. That was crispy.
One thing I'll note about the
Oh, it's so orange.
it's golden.
Wow. Take a look at that. Look at that, chat.
That's the wrong one.
Wow.
Sorry. Wow, you've been pretty
Wait,
late.
sir. Let me.
My thumb's in the way.
That's got a nice combination.
Wow.
on it, too.
Wow.
That's that is a great looking color. Yeah, this is beautiful stuff.
A nice board.
I ain't gonna spill it again.
Nailing it. This is great.
It's hard to pour from a can.
Great color. The big bubbles. I think this has been an interesting differentiator. I wasn't expecting.
Cough syrup.
Yeah, I was getting
Yeah,
that.
it's really sweet.
Would you describe it as giving?
It's giving cough syrup.
It's giving cough syrup for sure.
Whoa.
You try it?
It kind of tastes like cough syrup.
I don't think
That is like
the
sharp.
aftertaste is
Yeah.
a little bit,
It does taste like oranges though.
It does.
Which, looking at you, England. So
I feel like it's the most carbonated one.
it is.
Yeah.
I was there's one thing I wasn't expecting. Sorry, one thing I wasn't expecting to have such differences between the drinks is the level of carbonation, but then also the size of the bubbles is very different. Any chemists in the chat want to drop me some information about that? I really wasn't expecting there to be such variation in the bubbles, and this makes a difference, I think.
It's carbonated but not acidic.
Agreed. Very sugary.
Very
So
sugary.
very sweet.
It's good though. I don't know if I quite like it as much as the Nigerian though.
It's not S
No.
for me.
No, it's not. I want to say A tier.
That's an A.
I
I'd
think
say
it's
it's
an A2. It's nice, refreshing. It
I
doesn't have a
get
bad
the orange
aftertaste.
too. This is India.
It's like there's no bad aftertaste, which has been a problem with some.
Mm-hmm.
It's sweet, it's refreshing, but it's not like as good as somebody has too.
I agree. It's good though. India, you doing? I didn't even know that there was such a variation in it, and then once I found it, I did some googling, and I will note I know for a fact that there is variation between different bottling plants in India, of which I know there are at least 3. And I only know that because there's been a lot of controversy about Coca-Cola bottling plants in India.
It's the Fanta Finder.
This is the thing. Yeah. So there may still be differences. Sugar contains fermented natural color flavoring substance. Okay, it contains no fruit, which is interesting. So I think this one specifically mentions containing no fruit. Most of them don't, but that is interesting that they mention it. But again, you have very high in calories, most of any of the ones we've tried so far. So maybe not the best for you, but It's good. It's good. It's refreshing.
In moderation.
In moderation. I think like a lot of things in life.
Which is not what we're doing right now.
I think if this stream has shown us anything, is that I really understand moderation.
Very true.
It's over here. Oh, it's okay.
Like 2 left, right?
We've got 2 left. We're making our way through the list here. Thanks for sticking around, guys. I really appreciate it. We're 12 out of 14 in. Yeah, if you got any questions, drop them in the chat. Let me know. Christian Lover 301. My guess: the more viscous the beverage, the more the CO2 bubbles will have to pool before being able to push to the surface. That's a very interesting point, and that seems to make sense. We'll see how accurate that is. I'm not entirely sure, but that sounds like it could be accurate, and that is something that I think, thinking back to the ones we've drinking so far, is mostly holding up. A lot of the thinner ones, especially the ones in the Balkans, were much thinner and they had small bubbles. But then Nigeria, India, much thicker, kind of that golden color, big thick bubbles. Yeah, absolutely, I could see that going. We'll see. Yeah. 2 more countries left. Now we're going over to Eastern Asia. You may already know this based off of looking at our charts. We've got 2 left. I'm really looking forward to trying these 2 because I know there's a lot of variation, one of which is incredibly sought after globally. We're not going to start with that one, though. We're going to start with China. And
China after India.
China after India.
Bergie Boy here says that he's only here for this matchup. Now, going off of packaging here, that's an interesting bottle.
It is an interesting bottle. One thing I will note, out of all of the ones we've found so far, it is the only one that actually has non-English letters.
That's true, yeah.
To say Fanta. And that includes countries that use Cyrillic. So, I got some Fanta on my jacket. So, I mean, of course, it makes sense. Like, it's China. They don't have to use English letters, but I do find that interesting. This China does... I'm not entirely sure how accurate the label is, because China has, according to the label on the bottle, by far the lowest levels of sugar per 100 mils than any other of the bottles we've opened so far. So either that's inaccurate, or...
Where are we getting our sweetness from?
Where are we getting our sweetness from? Absolutely. That's the thing I was wondering here.
Unless it's like not sweet at all, let me try it.
That's the thing I'm thinking.
Yeah.
There may be differences. I do know that I have heard from people who have had it before that it's a very different drink. So we're going to find out together. Let's give this a try.
This is intriguing.
It's also the only one with a blue lid. Let's take a look at the color, actually, before we do that. It's kind of clearer than the others, I would say.
It's definitely got a lot more of that translucent.
Yeah. It seems much more watery, less viscous than Nigeria.
It's not the lightest one we've seen, but
It's not.
It's definitely orange.
It's much more towards yellow than some of the others. It's not quite as yellow as like Denmark and England, but it's more yellow than per se like Romania and Hungary, which were slightly more yellow as well.
Crack that open?
Crack it open. Disappointing crack, I want to say.
We've heard a little too. We've heard some crystal ones.
I'm not gonna pass judgment until I pour it, but I'm gonna reserve.
Old comments.
Yeah.
It's so clear.
Yeah, it's very clear. It has much more the clarity of a juice than a soda. Same.
No carbonation.
No, very little
Yeah.
carbonation. This also backs up with, I forget you mentioned in the chat that the less viscous the drinks may have smaller bubbles. This sort of goes with that thought. And like I mentioned, this is a much more watery drink. So let's see how this stacks up viscosity-wise and bubble-wise. Again, thanks for sticking around in the chat, guys. I really appreciate people coming out to watch this and spending some time together.
I'm not getting any sweet. Oh, that's different.
I can't.
It's
Yeah.
very artificial.
Artificial.
Very artificial.
Really sweet.
I have a very... Yeah.
That's
It's flat.
hard to
It's
place.
very flat.
I do wonder if the label is just wrong. Like, it's one of those... Here, let me show you.
It's a sticker label,
It's
correct?
it's a sticker label put on top. A lot of international imports have to have that because the original labels don't have the required information as required by Canadian food laws or whatever. So I do wonder if the label is, just incorrect. Can I get a paper towel here? Oh no, they're over here. Sorry. I do wonder if it's just wrong.
I'm lost on how to feel about this.
Yeah. I'm kind of disappointed.
It's another one of those ones where I'm like, yeah, it's super sweet, but other than that, I wouldn't be able.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't be able to place if it's an orange flavored
No.
drink. It's kind of a nothing, like sugar drink.
Yeah.
That is unfortunate.
That is unfortunate.
It doesn't have any like nice tang.
It is with the exception of England and Canada so far, it is the least Fanta-y drink I think we've tried.
I think that's fair.
Like it has much more of like an orange soda, like it had a Jones or something and it was orange flavored.
Yeah, I agree. It doesn't have a bad aftertaste, at
Mhm.
least
No.
as far as I'm drinking it, which is a pro in its favor
Mm-hmm.
compared to.
I want to say it's better than Serbia though. Like looking at our tier list,
I agree.
I want to say it's better than Serbia.
I still see though, not as good as Hungary.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I agree.
No.
Yeah.
Is this it?
Yeah.
Have we come to the last one?
Last one. Now, this is a very exciting one for a lot of people. If I can find it.
It's right.
Yeah, there it is. Now,
Did that look bad on camera?
this is one that I know a lot of people worldwide.
It's very sought after. We've got Japanese Fanta. Generally, the most sought after flavors globally are not orange.
They're well known for other flavors like peach and grape and stuff like that. But I'm very curious to give this one a try, and I'm really looking forward to it. One thing I know is that to actually use the word orange on the can, I can't read this label because it's all in Japanese, but to use the word orange on the can, I know for a fact from Japanese consumer law, which I googled, that there does need to be a certain amount of actual orange, either from concentrate or fresh, in the can. So
There is legally orange in there.
there is legally some amount of orange in here. How much that is, we'll find out.
I really
If
like
only
the
I could
color
read.
Yeah, I like all the bubbles coming off of the orange.
That is really well done.
It's original. Yeah.
And will that be reflective of the actual contents?
No, it's a little crescent.
Looks like a tongue.
It's a little crescent.
I think out of all the cans, this is my favorite.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful.
That's a
can.
very nice can.
Really nice can.
No, yeah. No. Once again, like, will this color on the outside reflect what's on the inside? Because like
It's gonna be a lighter.
we've seen, like most of these cans don't actually reflect the color of the beverage.
That was
That's
really
nice.
good.
That's nice.
That was a very good can.
This is a nice thick pull too. Like you can tell, like there's a nice sturdy bit of aluminum there, which is
It's a good can.
yeah, it's a nice can. Let's take a look at the color.
It's so yellow.
It's very yellow.
Oh my gosh, that is bordering green.
It is okay. Let's for comparison here. It is more yellow than Denmark.
That's green.
This is
Just throw it in. How'd you do that?
So it is incredibly yellow. Now let's see how this stacks up.
So yellow. Oh my gosh. This jungle juice is going to look nasty.
This jungle juice is gonna go crazy.
I am
It's
so
lighting is
excited.
green to me.
Yes.
From over here.
That may just be as like a result of like all the warm lights around.
Possibly. It is the most green though, in my opinion.
Yes, 100%. Courtois.
Sugar-wise, it's pretty high up there on the list, so it should be pretty sweet.
It does smell sour.
I don't get a whole lot of scent off of this one. I don't know if this is just me.
It's very sour.
I kind of like the
I
sour.
really like this one.
I like that.
I really like this one.
Again, completely different drink, but it has a sort of tang to it that's very. Yeah, this is good. This is good.
You're good.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm fine. I'm fine.
It has a lot of the bad drinks we've had so far have the issue that the initial taste is sweet and the aftertaste is sour.
It's the other way around.
This is
It's
the other way
completely
around.
flipped.
Yeah.
It's sour and then sweet, which I feel just makes it fantastic.
When I'm drinking it, I don't know what they did to with this carbonation, but like I can feel the carbonation
Yes.
go all the way down my throat. It's really nice.
They put the whole Fantosi into
Yeah,
this.
they really did.
Damn. Thank you, Japan. That is
Japan,
really
I'm
good.
not-
S tier.
I don't know.
That is good.
It is S tier.
That's S.
S tier.
Oh, do you want more?
Going back for seconds?
Mm-hmm.
Let's
Right.
go. That's
Good.
Wait, can I see that can?
that is really good.
Beautiful can.
Beautiful can. I love that there's like is this what embossing is? I don't know.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
There's like
Yeah.
embossed characters in here.
Oh, yeah. Can we get a top-down view almost?
Okay, for any of our viewers who would love to get their hands on some Japanese Fanta,
You can't see.
in KW, especially in Waterloo, check out, I believe it's called the Waterloo Central Market. The one,
That was really good.
the one near, next to the Mel's Diner on University. You can pick up Japanese, Polish, Chinese, and Canadian Fanta there. So if you want to have your own Fanta stream with 4 different flavors, but only want to go to
Whoa,
one
hey,
store,
hey.
check them out.
Don't get. Yeah, don't. Yeah, no. This is exclusive content.
Look, if you can find 14 different flavors, you can go right ahead. I salute you.
Mel's Diner is trash liver.
Actually,
So true.
I couldn't finish it.
Minus 1,000
I
social
will
credits.
say that I was there, and Drew does not like liver, so this statement may be biased.
True. I also don't like liver.
All
That
right.
was my first liver though.
Do we want to revisit our tier list now that we're?
I think we should definitely take another look.
I think we should take another look. I don't know if I'm up for another try just because my mouth
Mhm.
is so
Yeah.
dry. Like, I don't think I'm gonna have good opinions anymore. But let's take a look and see if we want to rearrange.
I feel like we got to move Canada down.
Mm-hmm.
We have that mid taste.
Yes.
And it literally-
down within the tier or down like a level?
Down
I
a
think
level.
we could go down a level.
I think
even.
it's D tier.
Okay. Sure.
What do you-
I agree
yeah.
with you.
I wouldn't put it below Great
Let's-
Britain. Great Britain is bad.
I think Great Britain is worse than Poland, if I remember correctly.
I agree.
kinda wanna
Yeah.
agree with you.
I think
Yeah.
Poland. I think
Was-
Poland was better than Canada though.
I also. I don't know.
I don't know if I can agree
I
with that
think
one.
I'm biased here because Canadian Fanta is just what I've drank my whole life.
Sure.
But maybe they were quite close.
For some reason, it started tasting like meat after.
Yeah,
other
why did it taste like weed? That was so weird.
Thank you, Hello Travis, for the tier 1.
Let's go.
Mwah.
Thanks, hello Travis.
Miss you lots. Thank you for the sub.
Yeah.
Okay,
What
yeah.
else we got?
Britain was the worst by far for sure.
Yeah.
I began connecting.
Uh-oh.
Hmm.
It's fine.
I think it does that when you unplug.
Oh yeah, definitely do be tweaking. Plug that back in. It don't like it. There we go. That's fine.
Okay. Honestly,
Any of the other ones do we want to rearrange?
I think Nigerian was better than Romania.
Yes.
Nigerian was really good.
I think. Here. Let me. Does anyone want to revisit
For
Nigerian?
me, Japan was the best of the
I
best.
agree.
But
Japan's number one. I believe my favorite was Denmark, but I don't remember it.
You want to try it again?
I kind of want to run it back on Mexico.
Yeah.
I just want
I
to
agree.
get
Let's-
a quick
that's
little
what I would
quick
like
little
to try.
taste.
we did. Wait, are these the final? Have these been used?
No.
Okay,
We're
got a
last.
couple left.
On
We might have to
Travis
start
here redeemed a drink water for 750 channel points.
Drink water, sir.
Okay. This is Mexico. Who wants
Across
Mexico?
the chat.
I'll take another Mexico.
Okay, I'll pour Mexico for everyone. Yeah, clean ones. Carbonation is low, but I think that's more to do with the fact that it's been open for almost an hour. Wow, we've been really stretching this out. Thank you for sticking out, guys. I really appreciate all
Appreciate
the
it a
support in
ton.
the chat. The turnout is great from my perspective, so I really appreciate
This
it.
is we have broken my all-time chat records. I
You do this more.
yeah, no kidding. Jesus. This is insane. Yeah, honestly, what the hell am I doing? Christian, you wanna play Elden Ring? You wanna play Elden Ring on stream?
I am
I'll
terrible
watch
at
that
Zelda
video.
games.
I'll watch that soon.
I don't think I don't think I can stream Elden Ring. I would love to, but the game also like kind of runs like shit.
Hmm. That makes sense.
I don't think this is as good as we
No.
Yeah.
It's worse.
So the problem for me is it being flat.
It's
Yeah.
that.
Genuinely, like if we had a carbonation machine and we carbonated this, it would be so good. But the problem is like with
I
the
get
Japan
the
one,
orange with it.
yes, the orange is good, but with the Japan one, like the carbonation was so good that like it was the best.
No.
True.
It's a very smooth drink. Yeah, I'm trying to shake it to recarbonate it a little bit without spilling it because it doesn't have a resealable lid.
It does taste like oranges.
Imagine playing for 3 hours and not getting past the first boss, bro. That's a German 985 moment. Couldn't be me.
Something I still appreciate about the Mexican one though is that cane sugar taste is very pronounced, and I do quite
Yeah.
enjoy that.
It is pretty good.
Yeah, let's get you some Denmark here.
I don't want to move it down because we did enjoy it, but
Let me
I
guess.
don't want to move it up either.
Denmark for me.
It's so yellow. Like that. It's just a little off-putting almost.
Denmark, right? Yeah, you can pour yourself one if you want.
Or you.
I mean, you can have it if you want. I have plenty. I have 4 of them. So
For Denmark?
I have 4
I didn't even know
Denmarks.
this. Piss Fanta. True.
Okay, let's revisit Denmark.
Okay, maybe this is not.
The problem is you've been collecting all of these different flavors in your mouth.
I've been trying to rinse out as often as I can.
Yeah.
For a reference for the chat, one of the issues we found is most palate cleansers used in culinary stuff when you're doing taste dishes are citrus based. So there's not a whole lot we can do in terms of palate cleansing right now.
Water.
Yeah, just water, pretty much.
You want to refill your water?
I'm good.
You're all good.
It's still good.
How'd that happen? Where'd all the water go?
It's, I'm gonna have to agree with Maria. I think this is better than Mexico.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you guys think? Denmark better than Mexico?
I didn't retry, but
Don't retry?
I believe you, sir.
I trust that. I trust that.
All right, let's give that a move.
Not as
Yeah, no. Travis, who does actually work in a restaurant, says that they do use water at work. I trust that guy. He wouldn't lie to us, right? Right?
Now, for those who stick around long enough,
Is it jungle juice time?
bonus content.
Is it
Bonus content.
Is it jungle?
It's not John.
Guys, if you follow and drop a prime for my good friend Christian here, you can be rewarded with bonus content, but only if we.
Are there clean glasses?
I'm asking for 1 prime
We have
or not.
now
Honestly,
in
I
my
honestly don't
travels.
care.
Oh, sorry. In my travels for Fanta, there are many Fanta flavors from around the world that are not orange, and I was hesitant to try them just because I really wanted to focus this on the orange taste testing. However, there's a few countries that I was able to find that I was able to find different countries' flavors but not orange. So I'm excited today to crack out a few bottles
Jeez.
of some special, some special flavors for some bonus content of some special extra Fanta flavors.
This is unscripted.
Completely unscripted. We've got cream soda from Vietnam. We have peach from the States.
That actually sounds really good. I think peach would be really tasty.
We have grape from Japan. And we have my personal favorite, Shokata from. This one is from Serbia, but it's sold all over Eastern Europe. Now, these are our bonus content ones. I'm gonna talk for a bit. If anyone in the chat wants to, if anyone in the chat has any preference on which ones do you think we want us to try first?
Duru says, if I prime, will you guys butt chug it?
No.
Off camera.
Yeah. Hold on.
You can get the live reactions.
What live Christian reaction?
Yeah.
All right, for some context, let's hit the American ones first. American Fanta is significantly different from
Canadian Fanta. It contains no juice, as it says right here on the can.
True.
No juice.
No
Just air in
juice.
there.
No juice.
No juice.
no juice. No idea what's in this, but we're gonna drink it anyway. I'm really curious to give this one a try
I'm so
from
excited.
Vietnam.
I'm so excited.
It's a beautiful can.
That is
The art is
that very nice.
Beautiful.
The
Really
green
cool
there. That's very nice. USA off the juice for real, on God, no cap.
This is one of my personal favorite juices of all time. This is an elderflower / elderberry version of Fanta. It is a play on a lot of Eastern European languages use the word sok for elderflowers, and then it has like shock, like a shokata, like shock with sok. It's a good pun if you speak any of those languages. This is more of a lemonade sort of, but with that flavor. It's a very common drink in Eastern Europe. He makes a lemonade and then you put elderflowers in it, like from the elderberry bush, and they have this great sweet taste to them. It's beautiful. And we have grape. Everyone loves a good grape soda, and we've seen so far.
Where's that one from?
Japan.
Another Japanese one. Okay.
Yeah.
From Japan.
I have a lot of trust in the Japanese.
I'd be soy jacking at the
Let's
the
take a look at
Japanese
this
ones.
beautiful
Real.
bottle. This is a can with a lid. I think this is just fantastic packaging from the Japanese. They've really outdone themselves. Listen to that. Listen to that.
Oh!
Beautiful.
Look at that. That's great.
All right.
Now
Say
I
look
will
at
say
chat.
this
Yeah.
this
Who is Christian Lover 301? If that's Andrea.
this
shout out to Andrea.
Shokata is like this was the first Fanta I think that you brought home. So
Yes.
for context, a couple months ago when we had all like first moved into our house here, Christian came back. Did you guys come back from Toronto or?
No, Italo Foods.
Oh, you just brought home like a bunch of different. Or I thought it was from IKEA or something.
Oh no, sorry. The first Fantas I bought were from the Waterloo Central Market.
Okay.
And this was actually later, and I already had quite a few Fantas when I brought this home for the first
Yeah.
time. Yeah. But I had elderflower juice that wasn't Fanta that I got from IKEA. Which, if you ever go to IKEA, get the elderflower juice concentrates. $5 a bottle. It's fantastic. Okay. The blue one, Dura the Guru, wants to open up the blue one. Let's give this a try. Anyone else? Any objections?
Let's go.
No objections.
Pretty good. Okay.
Good crisp sound. Give this a smell. Oh, it's so sweet.
Oh wow.
Delicious. Tried it before, but I know it's good.
Yeah.
The flavor profile generally of a sokata tends to be kind of like a honey lemon flavor, and then with that infused with the elderflowers. It's a great taste. It's very refreshing. It's a great summer drink. And this Fanta fusion of it is just fantastic. It's the drink itself isn't very blue. That's more from the bottle.
It's more
It's a little bit of an off-white almost, if you will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Am I in
It's showing
frame?
up just as
Am I in frame?
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, there we go. There it is. Yeah, you can see it there. It's a little bit of an off-white, a pale yellow, you might say.
The sweetest smell we've had.
Mm-hmm. It tastes incredibly sweet.
Yeah. I get a little, like a
It's
hint.
delicious.
Is there a hint of lemon in there?
Yes.
Definitely.
Very heavy. It's a kind of a lemonade with honey
Yeah.
and
the honey,
elderflower.
the honey.
I don't know if there's actually honey, but you get the sort of taste, and traditionally we do it with honey.
Honey taste, definitely.
It's a crispness and it actually is crisp.
Nice. Yeah.
True.
It's I love this stuff. It's very refreshing. Yeah.
Reminds me of lychee.
Yeah, I do
It
get that.
does
Yeah.
remind me of
It
lychee.
is very similar
It's-
to lychee.
I get floral.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
From the flowers.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That would do it.
Yeah.
That would do it.
They come through.
They do.
It's nice.
I use my sniffer here. Yeah, no, that does
I
taste.
think we might have to reuse our glasses here, but it's mine because.
That's okay, and I walked over.
Oh shoot! Thank you, Anna.
Oh my
Anna's
God.
a saint. Thank you for washing those glasses. I thought 80 shot glasses would be enough. It's not.
Can we give a quick shout out to the production crew behind this?
Production. They've been really helping us.
Maria, sitting at the computer there, doing all the transitions. She's been wonderful. Anna and Ruben, who've been doing our pouring our what was the word you made up?
Phantom Allier.
Yes, those ones.
So smart. That's so smart.
They were wonderful. Everyone who helped with setup. Wonderful host Christian, who's taken over my stream and will probably be replacing me.
I have no intention to. Don't worry.
You need to get better at video games, so.
Oh, I
if you wanna
suck
do
at
this.
video games. Maybe that'll be my bit. You know, I'll make
That's
that
good.
happen.
Um,
Make that happen. All right, give him the Mexican. It says, bring that up. Put it outside for him. I freeze. Yeah, well, you can deal with that. Get it faster. All right. Anna, what are your thoughts on that one?
That's really good. What flavor is it?
That's the socata,
Yeah,
the elder flower.
Ooh, I like that one.
It's quite good. It's quite sweet. All right. What should we open next?
We got grape.
Let's open grape.
Like grape.
Japanese.
I'm interested in this one.
And our resident design expert, what are your thoughts on the bottle and the packaging?
I think it's beautiful. It's very voluptuous.
Mm.
I think she's very lovely.
It's flared.
I swear.
It doesn't have the curves like some of the other bottles do.
It has a nice twist cap lid, which is very nice because most of the cans all of the cans we've had so far, we've not been able to reclose. So we're gonna have a lot of canned drinks I'm gonna have to drink very quickly.
I
So
don't think we really prepared adequately for the aftermath.
no, I was prepared to pour a lot of down drink.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, that was nice.
That was nice.
Just,
I mean, just like the pop of a.
oh, get that smell. Get some off camera.
It's so artificial.
Whoa.
Oh my
That
gosh.
smells like cough
Maria?
syrup.
That is aggressively artificial.
Yeah, that is cough syrup. Not even cough syrup, it's like the pills. It's like Tylenol.
I love
Yeah.
lean.
Children's
I love lean.
Tylenol.
Yeah, Tylenol.
It has a very reddish color.
It's the lean Fanta. It's finally happening. That actually looks like cough
I
syrup.
got the ninja on cough syrup upstairs. You get it now.
You got Sprite?
Are we losing it?
I'm frozen.
Oh, hold on, you're back. What just happened there? I don't know what happened there.
We've been going for, yeah.
No, just a second.
We still have 12 viewers, so it looks like we're. Is this
I-
streaming?
Frozen on this side here.
It'll be back in a second, I believe. Yeah, our stream's still live.
This is including overloaded.
Yeah, it's okay. It's back now.
Did Dan come?
Are we live? Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no. Is it down now?
Please stick around. We're experiencing a little bit of technical difficulties.
Refresh the.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, I think we're back.
Thanks for sticking around. Please don't, if you can hear me.
It's alive. It's alive. It's alive. We're alive. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Looks like we're still alive. Maybe alive, Captain Cameron. Not sure who that is, but
It's Captain Cameron.
yeah. Sounds like we're still alive. Perhaps.
Hearts in chat if we're alive.
Performing
Hearts
first
in
aid.
chat if you can actually see the stream.
Not alive. Looks like we're alive.
Okay, I think we're back now.
Looks fine to me.
We're all
Thank
good?
you. Thank you, Code Swiper. Oh god, that's Fernie, isn't it?
Wait, show the lean.
It's a beautiful color. Very red, like a maroon. It's not grape color. It's not purple, I wouldn't say.
The lean Fanta.
Children's Tylenol.
Yeah. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Like, it's not. It's actually not very sweet.
I don't like it.
Taking medicine right
I don't like
It
it.
does taste like medicine. Kind of looks like a medicine bottle too, which isn't helping.
For sure, Ben.
I'm pretty sure. I can't read the bottle, but I did buy this at a candy store, so I think we're good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's not that good.
not quite my thing.
The bottle is, or like the can bottle hybrid there. That's really nice.
Worth it for the bottle.
Yeah,
Another $2.53 I paid for it,
but
worth it.
the beverage itself, a letdown.
Yeah. Alright, we got some last two. These are the two countries that I was unable to find orange Fanta for, but I was able to find other flavors. So there's the Sweet Shop Northern Waterloo on King Street. Great products. Not sponsored by them, but I would love to be. So yes, we got American Fanta Peach and our Vietnamese Cream Soda Fanta.
I am very excited for the Vietnamese.
I'm very excited. They had a couple other Vietnamese flavors, so I might have to go check them out. Yeah. So, but I figured I'd only pick one because at this point, you know, how many is too many. So let's give these a pour.
I will say peach is probably one of my favorite flavors of things to do.
Is that the last one?
I would love to do that.
Okay. Well, let's give the Vietnamese one a try. And are you looking forward to the Vietnamese one? Yeah?
Now, you visited Vietnam, right? So,
I did.
did you ever try any of the local pop in Vietnam?
I did not. I didn't try any of their local Fanta varieties.
What's the point of you going?
I know.
Green.
Wow.
Wow, that is nuclear waste. That is hazardous. Oh
Now,
my
I should
gosh.
note, there are a lot of really fantastic and effective food coloring agents that are not particularly legal in Canada, but are in other parts of the world. And I have to imagine this is being used to obtain
Holy shit.
this neon green color. Let me hold this up to the camera again. I really don't think the camera does an effective job at
No.
conveying quite how green this is and how luminescent, fluorescent, whatever you would say. Interesting smell.
What do you mean by interesting, Christian?
I'm not sure yet. Let's taste it and figure it out together.
Uh,
As fine melons,
I'm
let's call it
worried.
after. I might need it in a second.
I'm worried.
It's good. I'm not gonna lie.
It's good.
It's really
It
good.
tastes like the Russian soda I made when we were back. Oh, it does.
Mm.
It does.
It reminds me of Chubby. Now,
Oh
man,
my gosh, yes.
those
The green candies that you get.
The guava candies,
Yeah.
right?
yes.
Yeah.
I believe this has guava in it. That's guava, right? Or is that a kiwi? It's hard to tell. Or maybe a pineapple. Banana, orange, pineapple.
Yeah, that's what I see.
Banana-
I feel the banana, which is like
I do taste the banana.
I understand where you're coming from with this Russian soda. Matrix themed Fanta. Very true.
It's good. That's good enough. I think I'm gonna have to go back and try the other Vietnamese varieties they have because that was quite delicious.
That is something else.
This I think would go incredibly well in a float. I think this sweet flavor with the creaminess of an ice cream would work quite well.
No,
You want some more? No?
I think I'm so excited for this peach.
Yeah.
I really hope the Americans don't let me down here.
Last but not least, you know, the Americans are getting beat out by the Vietnamese again. And we've got America last. Good sound.
Ayo.
Very high calories, incredibly high. But you know, what else would you expect from America?
No juice in that one.
It's
Oh.
peach colored, a little darker than most peach products.
Okay.
Very red, but like a pinkish red, almost like a salmon. A little bit of orange in there. Might actually take a look at what colors they've used in a second. Almost like a, if anyone's had the cranberry Sprite or the cranberry ginger ale around Christmas time, it's almost that color.
Want to spray cranberry?
Yeah, okay, for those who know their colors, yellow 6 and red 40. Sorry guys, I don't know this for you. So that's good. That's where we're getting that orange color from.
That smells so much like. It smells
Whoa.
so good.
It tastes.
I like that.
It tastes like I'm biting a peach.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Out of everything we've tried today, this is the most immediately. It tastes like the fruit it is.
To me, this is like it's almost like a carbonated version of Tim Hortons peach juice.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yes.
Mm.
Is it dead again?
Yeah.
This camera, man. This is what we get for having jank.
Matrix Team Fanta Green Pill.
So green pilled, dude. This is really good.
It's so good.
All right. Just to recap here.
No juice, but not a letdown.
Beautiful flavors here. Let's start stacking these up. You know, trying to. Before we finish up for the night, let's remind our viewers of this amazing journey we've been through together.
I think before we can even end off, I think we ought to try a little jungle juice here.
Jungle juice. All right.
I think that is integral to this experience.
We might need a larger cup.
We may need a larger vessel.
Larger vessel. Thank you, Anna.
Thank you so much.
Just bring a handful of however many glass mugs you're
2,
ready.
3, 4,
3, yeah.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All of
I'm
them.
gonna start stacking these up. So these are all the cans of juice we've opened. Fear not, I will try my best to make none of this go to waste. The cans, all the bottles are going to be resealed and they'll stay in the fridge for quite a long time. So we'll get through that when we can. The cans, the smaller ones, we're going to finish.
I'm not sleeping.
No. We're going to try our best to make some juices here.
consume them. Obviously, we're not going to do anything unhealthy.
Do you want to look at the...
Are we looking?
The prediction. Okay.
Oh no. Everything's fine.
What was the prediction?
What was the prediction?
So,
So,
our resident psychic.
Alright. So the first question that we asked...
do I take them both?
Yeah, take them both. So the first question asked, reveal these two cards. But the first question wasn't specific enough. The first question was, which country has the best Fanta? And we get a lot of rose imagery in those cards.
Yeah, no kidding.
And the country with the national flower that is the rose is, I think, the USA.
The United States of America.
That is correct. And we do not have the United States of America. So,
Peach was a good indicator, though.
Yeah.
I would be curious to try it.
after asking the question properly, these three cards were chosen, and I will say,
How do I grab these? How do I grab these? I'm trying my best.
Show them.
Here,
Yeah, can you grab that?
You guys can discuss like the imagery on there. So first of all, there's like
Let's look at these before we show the camera.
there's some swords. There's some
Father of swords. Ace of.
that looks like a flag.
That does look like a flag.
That looks like Japan.
Looks like Japan.
It does look like
That
a
looks a
flag.
lot like Japan. If we.
It does look a little bit like Japan. We're getting swords, which is indicating power. It's indicating a lot of maybe war in the
Jesse,
past.
What the fuck are you talking about?
War in the past. Which country has had war in the past?
All of them.
Exactly.
All of them. All the Fantas were good. That is the moral of the story. All the Fanta was good.
However, we do have some Japan imagery. It
Yeah, it's
kind
true.
of also look like North Macedonia though. So maybe
I get that.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Maybe also the bird imagery with the swords. That's kind of Mexico. It has like a crest.
Yeah.
Is that Serbia? Serbia has like a crest with
Those
swords
were
on
both not good ones.
it. That is correct. Maybe the spirits
Yeah.
just like something else.
Yeah.
And
I mean, hey, the spirits are entitled to their opinion,
Mhm.
but objectively, in my opinion, they're wrong.
Yep. There you
Should
go.
we
That
get
is
like
the
should we get like a thumbnail shot real quick with
get a
behind
thumbnail
the Fanta? Great. Sweet.
All right, it's jungle juice time.
Jungle juice.
All right, Crawford.
The jurors requesting everyone get into the frame, but
Uh,
I'm not sure where Ben is. Okay.
All right. Well, this later.
I can go grab him.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Wait, yeah.
What's going on in chat? Okay. Crawford, if I may, what juices would you like to be concocted together? What do you think? We're gonna be doing?
I want to get all the piss yellow ones.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Let's
So-
get all the really rancid looking ones and put them all together and see how bad we can get it.
Well, the remaining one was quite good.
Yeah, it was. It's true.
That one goes together. We've got Denmark and Britain. Those ones are quite yellow. China was quite yellow. So was Japan. I think this is a good starting point.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Five or six. We got our nice UW Stein left by the last roommates. Not roommates, tenants, whatever you call them. Okay. I'm gonna try and not make too much of this. Just equal parts England, equal parts Denmark, equal parts Japan. Oh, that was nice.
squirted.
Equal parts Hungary, equal parts Romania. Equal parts Hungary and Romania. I know some people wear that. Equal parts China.
A lot of parts.
A lot of parts. Our drink is ready to be served. We don't have a bar spoon. Actually, we can probably spin it via a cork strip if you want. Or just sit it on this table. Give it a good mix there.
Give it a good mix. Give it a good go. There we have. This is our final concoction here.
It's yellow.
Yeah. Holy.
We are.
Yes. Come on back. Jump over the cable there. Go behind the camera. Whichever works best. I think behind the camera might be. That works. That's true. Come on in. Sit on Santa's lap. We have chat member Fazraz here drinking his Mexican soda. Thoughts?
It's actually really good.
Yeah, but you haven't had the frame of reference.
No, this is quite good. I need some piss Fanta. So like,
Drink some British.
Yeah, British Fanta is genuinely some of the worst.
And then drink some Japanese Fanta.
British?
For a better one.
Bad.
This actually made it better. Like mixing everything together. Actually, we did a little jungle juice.
I contemplate dressing up, but now guys are sort of streaming. So this one.
I missed so many special ones.
It's sharp.
Oops, I just punched the mic.
It's
I
bad.
apologize for any viewers using headphones.
Thank you, sir. What is this?
That's the peach one. Oh, the light's dead. It's dead.
This was Japan.
It is really good. It's so sweet. What is that?
That is the question.
Yeah, Japan didn't really taste like anything.
We found which one was it that didn't taste like it was China didn't taste
China
like
was the most.
it was so nothing.
Whereas Turkey and China were both.
Yeah.
It's like a sprinkle of orange. Not even.
Yeah. If you want some incredibly
Do
sweet,
you want to try a sip of the jungle juice?
Is this the jungle juice?
This is the jungle juice.
I'm pour you some. I'll try the jungle juice. Let me pour you some, just for comparison's sake, for a darker one. Let me pour you some.
That's yes, exactly. That was kind of the
This
consensus.
is a Nigerian one. We can trade you there.
This was the one I saw a lot of hype about.
There's a lot of
Nigerian Fanta.
You guys were my Elden Ring podcast.
No, it was good. It was good. There's some jungle juice card.
As a treat.
That's a treat.
It's much closer to the.
The jungle juice is actually very
Mexican
good.
variety than like the.
It is good.
Yeah.
I feel like it eliminates all of the bad aftertastes. And like.
Yeah, no, it really everything like
orange
kind of
flavor comes
coalesces into a actually enjoyable drink.
Uh,
Nigerian is the really tall bottle.
Yeah.
It's ribbed and
Flared.
flared.
Flared and
Not a lot of
Sorry,
information.
studded, not ribbed.
Yeah. It's a thick bottle. Like it's a quality thick bottle.
But they really don't.
distinction that needs to be made.
They are not. They're not. No, like nothing.
They stopped Fanta.
Yes, that is ribbed.
And you're just trusting it's drinkable.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I got chat open here.
I appreciate all of you for sticking around with us this long. I appreciate it. You know.
It's been like a 2 hour stream.
This is
2.5 hours.
2.5 hours. Thank you all
Fun.
so very much. Thank you to Christian,
Yeah.
the producer and connoisseur of
Really
all
the
this
dealer.
Fanta. Yes, the
The dealer, the pan.
Look, if you need Fanta, just let me know.
but he also needs Fanta, by the way.
But no, but I'll find it for you. I'll get
Every
it.
dealer needs a dealer.
Yeah, someone's got to get it from somewhere, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you very much to Christian. Round of applause, claps, and hearts in chat. Thank you so much.
Tech crew, shout out to our tech crew.
Shout out to Maria behind doing all our wonderful tech work.
Everyone behind the scenes made it so much. This wouldn't happen without everyone.
No.
help.
Let's go.
Ruben and Anna, who have both been very wonderful and have helped out a ton with setup and making sure everything runs smoothly.
Our fantastic stream graphic by Anna, which is
Yes,
just,
that is.
It's so
it's
It's
so good.
wonderful.
It's so cute.
Dan.
Unleashing.
Yeah, Shadow Chat. Thank you so much to everyone who came by. Appreciate it a ton.
lots of hearts in the chat. Thanks, guys. Thanks
Hearts
for
in
being
chat.
here.
A lot of fun.
Yeah, I don't have anything else to say. Do you have anything else?
If you want Fanta, come pick it up. You know where I live.
Please don't dox us. Please don't dox us.
I'm not saying the words. If you
Please don't
know,
dox.
you know.
The girls who get it
Get it.
and can get the Fanta.
Yes.
Um,
I'm sending down home with so much Fanta.
thank you so much.
Yeah.
Little vlog angle.
Yeah, a little vlog angle here. We appreciate it a ton. Please If you haven't already, follow the channel. If you have Prime subscriptions, if you link your Twitch account to Amazon Prime, you can actually subscribe for free.
It's
Wow.
free. It's literally
It's
free.
free. It's literally
Money
free.
out of Bezos' pocket
Yeah.
into Crawford's.
Yes.
Half of it.
Yeah, half of it. I only get $250 because those bastards are screwing me over. But thank you so much. We appreciate it a ton.
It's been fun.
Your follows mean a lot. Good night, folks.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for tuning in.
Yes. Thank you so much. Have a good night.
Thanks.
It's